I did not.
Well,
Well, it's too late. We've already
that's your
started.
homework.
Yeah, that's because I don't have enough homework.
No, you don't. I'm doing the translations.
You took that upon yourself.
And you thanked me profusely, so
Anyway, last we left our party, we had made our way to the bathhouse, the Lily Pond here in the city of Crystal Cove. Why don't we go ahead and change the map? And I might go robotic because I didn't think to move the map before I started the recording. So let's see what happens. So here we are in the city of Crystal Cove. Um, it is, uh, I guess it's the same day as the Q&A session. We've only been in this town for about 2 days. Um, 2, 3 days at this point.
I think this is day
Think
3.
you're a robot.
Am I a robot? Do I sound robotic?
You sound
You're
far
like,
away more than
You're like a
a
little
anything.
little bit
jumpy.
of
Like,
robot, mostly cutting in and out.
yeah.
Should I reboot my meat?
I mean, you sound all right
You
now.
sound
Yeah,
better
that
now.
was okay.
Okay, maybe my
Usually just
computer caught
takes
up.
a minute when you do that, so.
Yeah, maybe my computer caught up. Um, so here we are, Crystal Cove. Q&A went off. You guys had spoken to Nessa Elbereth, had a little bit of Q&A back and forth with her. She gave you some information regarding various questions that members in our party have asked. Um, Reverie is still kind of in a state of trying to figure stuff out. We got some information about the professor and his new little friend, uh, and some questions were asked about Wren as well. Afterwards, you guys decided to head off to the bathhouse, the Lily Pond, where you guys rented out a bath room for yourselves, a little private area. Lunch was served. You guys have a nice hot tub to relax in, locker, swimsuit, sauna, the whole 9 yards. Yuki went ahead and got herself some scritches by another lovely tabaxi by the name of 12 Stars. And you guys were discussing amongst yourselves what you want to do, where you want to go next. This, of course, worth mentioning after Nariko had dropped her dress off at the tailor to be repaired. As we rejoin our group today, the professor had just entered not too long ago, um, and he's enjoying a nice snack by the buffet cart. Shortly after, you see one of the attendants enter the bathroom, and she kind of clears her throat. She says, "Excuse me, I have a note for Miss Bahar." And you see Bahar gets up from the hot tub. She says, "Yes, that is me." The attendant comes over and hands her the note. You see Bahar takes a second to read as the attendant excuses herself. Bahar reads the note, looks up at around you all, and she says, I'm sorry, my friends. I have to leave. Something important has come up. Um, I will catch up with you later at the Blue Elephant, yes?"
All right.
And she kind of nods and gathers her things and makes her exit. Leaving the rest of you in the bathhouse, enjoying the various amenities that are available to you. With that, I will leave it back to you guys. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys feeling?
Yuki has finished her scritches with 12 claws, who will now be known as 10 out of 10 claws, because he was fantastic. She is completely relaxed, zen as zen could be, and is going to join the professor by the snack cart and just have some snacks and just kind of exist in the space and enjoy the peaceful ambiance that the lily pad is.
Jade has retreated back to sit by Wren, who still has his front legs in the bathwater. Is he still sitting there on the side of the bath?
Yes, he is. Was I out there walking Juliet? Yes, I was. I thought I was going to get away with it. But yeah, he's still totally chilled out there by the bath.
Okay, no problem. So, so Jade is sitting next to Wren, and they're going to say they're just eating a little snack. She's made herself like a little sandwich, and she's going to look around at everybody else, and she's just going to say, so, well, it seems we really don't have much of a way of a plan for too much time in the future, which is all right. Maybe we should just make a plan for the rest of the day. Is there anything else anyone else wants to do? Or should we all just... Yuki, you look even more calm than usual. Should we all get a massage? Or watch a show? Or something like that?
I highly recommend a massage. It is transformative.
I mean, you look the same, but just, more relaxed than normal, which is already really a feat in and of itself.
Narco will kind of open her eyes from where she had been sort of lounging in the bath. She's just sort of been laying there, laying her head down on a towel by the side while she listens to all the discussion around. And she kind of perks up and says, I think I would like to try this massage.
Did you want to get the tabaxi man to come in, or another one?
I never had one before, so I suppose whoever they have to work at the moment is just fine. She'll start to get herself up out from the bath and wipe herself down with a towel and get directions from Yuki on where to head to find the massage parlor.
There was a little bell that's inside the room that you can ding that will call the attendants over, and they actually will just set up right there in the room for you. That's kind of what they did
Cool.
with Yuki.
Cool. Narco will give a ring.
You ring the bell. One of the half-elf attendants from the front desk comes inside, and they say, "Yes, what can we do for you?"
I think I would like to take my turn getting my muscles worked over with the massage.
Oh, yes, of course. What kind of massage are you looking for? We have many different kinds. We can do back and neck. We can do just the neck. You can have your feet rubbed, hands rubbed, or you can do the whole package.
Narco kind of just thinks to herself, not realizing that there were so many options. And then she just sort of shakes her head, clears it out, says, I think I will take whatever is recommended for stress relief. I've been very tense lately, and she kind of like rubs at her jaw that she's sort of unconsciously been clenching a lot lately.
Oh, do you hold your tension in your jaw? She's kind of looking as you rub your jaw.
Jaw, sometimes tension, headaches. It's a lot of the neck upward.
Oh, I see. Yes. Okay. Scalp massage and neck massage would be what I would certainly recommend. Do you prefer a male or female masseuse?
She thinks for a moment and says, female.
Lieutenant nods and she says, "I will get one right away. Can I get anybody else anything while I'm getting one?"
What other services do you offer?
Oh, anything to relax you, my dear. Manicures, pedicures, massages. Um, you have free use of the sauna in your room that you've already rented out.
Does anyone want to go in on something else? Or we just want to stick with massages and maybe the sauna later?
I am okay with this.
This being just sitting in the water?
Yes.
Alright. She's gonna look over to Yuki and the professor. Professor, you just got here. Did you want to get a manicure?
He just kind of holds one hand up, kind of like, no, thank you. I'm good with this, whatever this is. And he looks down at a little tray of everything from the serving tray that he just happened to pile on.
Okay, I would. And then she stops and she looks down at her hands, which are still covered in her, like, bicep length gloves. And then she looks, instead to the attendant and she says, a pedicure would be nice.
Yeah.
If we can do that in the room too, or do we have to leave?
No, everything can be done right here. You don't even have to leave.
Okay. Yuki? Ren, did you want to get anything?
Ren tilts his head. What is a pedicure?
It's where they make your nails. They trim your nails down and they make them shiny and they paint them sometimes. My sisters and I did that for each other. I know you don't have nails on your feet, but your hooves, you could get your hooves done, or your hands done.
Ren looks at his hooves. Maybe.
Can
I'm
you do
curious
hooves?
about this process.
Are hooves part of the service, or was that a separate?
Yes, of course, we cater to all shapes and sizes and walks of life.
Oh, great. Two then, I guess, for us. For that.
I will also join in a manicure.
Oh, yay! Three then.
See, the attendant kind of smiles at you, Yuki, and she says, I could bring 12 stars back in to do that for you. He's quite good at what he does. No one else understands the tabaxi form better than he does in this establishment.
Yuki's eyes kind of dilate a little and her tail twitches and she says, that would be most wonderful.
Wonderful. Well, give me a few moments and I will send them in. And she'll turn and leave.
This place seems really nice. You know, I like it. We could go into the sauna after, or before, or after, or later. We have this room all day. They said we can have it until. I think they said we can have it until they close, right?
I believe that is what she said.
Great.
It is a very calming environment. I think I like it.
I like the little water bubbles.
A few minutes pass. The door opens up. Yuki, again, you see 12 stars step in. Behind him, there is a short female half elf. Behind her is a short female gnome. And a female human all walk in. 12 stars comes up to you first, Yuki, and he says, so you've asked for more?
A pedicure, a manicure pedicure, if you don't mind.
Yes, please. Have a seat. He shows you to like a row of chairs that are like in the back of the room against the wall.
Yuki will go sit.
As you go to sit, 12 Stars follows you over. He starts working on your claws. Um, the gnome comes up and approaches Wren, and she says, "Ah, hello. I was told I'm to work on a centaur. Some hooves need to be uh, uh cleaned up."
Ren steps up and out of the pool area
Oh
and
my,
looks
you're
at his
tall.
hooves. Hello.
Wow, you
Um,
have very big antlers.
yes. I've not done this before, but my friend wants to try it, so I will try it.
Oh, great. Well, if you wouldn't mind, you sit next to your tabaxi friend over there. I'll get started with you.
Very well. And Ren will go over and sit.
Gnome follows you over, takes out like a full kit. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen those kits where like they work on like horses' hooves with, where like they're kind of like shaving off like the
Oh
pieces
yeah, I
of
grew up
the
in the country. I know what you're talking about.
yeah. Pulls out a
I'm
full
there.
kit like that with like a full like buffing
The
rag.
big ass file.
Oh yeah, big ass files, flippers, like a nice big rag with some oils to kind of like moisturize and shine up the hooves. She starts going to work on you.
Ren is watching with absolute fascination.
uh, another the half elf walks in and approaches Jade and says, "You we're looking for a manicure and a pedicure, miss."
Oh, no, just the pedicure is
Oh,
good for me.
no, of
Just the
course.
pedicure.
Sure, of course. Please have a seat.
Great. Okay. She'll like stand up. She just had her feet in the water for now as she was eating snacks and sitting with Ren. And she'll follow her over to wherever.
So the three of you are kind of like sitting in a chair, kind of like in a row. There's a little bit of space between you. Some tables. They put down some refreshments for you to drink while your nails are getting worked on. But for the three of you, your claws and nails are starting to get clipped, shaped, buffed, shined, all that kind of good stuff. Finally, the female human walks over to Nariko, and she says, "Hello, I have an order for a scalp and neck massage. Is that correct?"
Yes, that's for me.
She'll kind of guide you over to a chair, one of those chairs that you kind of like, I guess, sit on backwards and lean forward. There's like that cushion for your face to lean on, and she leads you over to this chair, and she says, "Well, if you wouldn't mind sitting and making yourself comfortable, I'll get started right away."
All right. She'll take a seat and try her best to get herself in position.
This woman again uses some nicely scented oils that she rubs on her hands, and she starts kind of like working out the knots and kinks that are like at the top of Nariko's shoulders, up her neck, and she kind of like gets her fingertips into the scalp and starts kind of massaging that away. Just kind of rubbing at the skin and massaging it to try and melt those that tension away.
I imagine Narco, like in general, has very good posture from all of the like young lady etiquette classes she had to take. But she also spends a lot of time like cooped up in her room, like tinkering with things in schematics and like hunched over or like in sort of in the garage, like getting into nooks and crannies and stuff. So I imagine she probably has a lot more tension and knots in than might be seen at first glance.
Yeah, you can tell that this woman that's working on you is really working for it, but it does seem to be helping to ease the tension, headache, and kind of release that clenching in your jaw.
Mm.
And this goes on for as long as you guys like.
So while Naruko is getting these muscles worked out, she's taking some time to do some thinking. Joe, you had mentioned something to me in the private chat about like the kinds of ships that are around and what she took to get here.
Mhm.
And but you kind of leaned towards that the ship that she took here was kind of made more for travel on the lake, not so much going out to the ocean.
Correct.
So presumably Naruko needs to move on from Crystal Cove to somewhere that has more oceanside docking, or does Crystal Cove have like still get docks for ships and such that would go straight out through the strait?
There are some here, not as often that they dock here. They do dock more often in Red's Wharf. That's kind of like the port where a lot of the commerce comes in and out of on this continent. Um, but there are also a couple that you can catch out of Point Pleasant, which are Grusener ships. But Grusener ships, you do know, also dock at in Red's Wharf as well to travel across the sea.
Gotcha. Was there any sort of original itinerary on where she was supposed to head off to once she was done in Crystal Cove?
Um, I did not have one prepared.
Okay. I was I was curious if like the original plan from Mom was like, all right, you'll go to Crystal Cove and then you'll head off from there and you'll stop over in like one of the ports at Iceland and then from there head north to Aberil, or if it was a general uh, get to this city, preferably within like so many weeks or months, and the actual route was up to her discretion.
That I think that's more of the I think that's more of the idea that Katarina would have, uh, knowing how Naruko is and wants to see things.
Okay. May Naruka make an insight check to intuit that that was indeed her mom's idea, and that she wouldn't be upset if Naruko like diverted course a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Oh yeah, yeah. Naruko's pretty well aware.
Okay. Um, Good. Naruko will start formulating her plan. But for now, just taking in the massage and trying to help loosen up the body, because the stuff she was learning from the professor and Yuki indicate that like, all right, there's a mind body balance, like working on one tends to help the other. Uh, so she's trying to let go of the tension that's kind of built up after all of the nonsense from yesterday.
All right. I will say that with the time that you guys spend here, it's not. Yeah, it wouldn't be a full 8 hours from the time you got here to the time you would wind up leaving, even if you did stay until closing. But I would say the relaxing atmosphere uh, kind of expedites the restfulness that you guys feel. So by the time you leave here, you will get the benefits of a long rest.
Oh, healing, healing,
Yeah!
healing vibes. Like it. There's a lot of lavender in this water. That's good. I needed some hit points back.
I don't think I've actually spent any spell slots or anything, but
Yeah.
that's good. Good to know.
I think as Jade is beginning to feel that relaxation hit her, so she sat with everybody having, in the bath, and she sat with them while this strange woman touches her feet, and she's trying to be cool with that, and eventually she does get there. Like, this woman is chatting to her about nothing about the day, and it, just pleasantries and very professional, and she does relax and gets into like a nice little back and forth with this woman and enjoys the work she does, and now her toenails are painted like a blue and with little silver dots on them, and it looks very pretty. And as she starts to feel this relaxation seep into her, she's going to excuse herself from everyone once her pedicure is done, go to her locker, and get David. And she's going to lay her hands on the bag and cast her magic into it before she gets this benefit of a full long rest. And she'll just bring her bag back with her when she does that, and just take her seat again, keep her bag in her lap. Still in her Wednesday Addams bathing suit, by the way, like just full on. No hat though, so that's at least less of a weird vibe going on. And she'll probably completely ruin the pedicure by like going back to sit in the water again with her feet in the water because it's warm and she likes it.
I don't think sitting in the water would ruin it. You just give it a minute to let the clear coat dry and don't scrape your toenails against anything.
You said you wanted the clear coat. Yeah, she will. Like, so it's after talking and like feeling this incoming long rest about to happen that she'll get up and go get David. So she does give it some time to actually set before she goes back to the water. I'm gonna mark that off. It has all of his charges back.
And throughout the time that you guys are sitting there are refreshments that are brought to the little tables that are next to where the Shah's chairs are, where you guys are getting your nails done. Water, drinks, little snacks are constantly kind of brought in and rotated to you. The cart is completely refreshed at least once. They take pretty good care of you.
Then gets done with his hooves getting done, and he keeps looking at them because now they are very, very shiny. And that is very distracting to him. But he did not make much small talk with the gnome, which is okay because the gnome was very good at talking for everyone involved, including everyone else in the entire room. She was very efficient at that. So Wren just sat there and took it all in.
You know, I have to say, aside from the whole getting ambushed and the sentinels and all that, everything else I've seen about Crystal Cove has really been quite lovely. I don't know about anyone else, but since we don't really have a plan just yet, maybe we could take in a little bit more of the city and just... I mean, we haven't even really seen what all's happening at the festival and the feast, and I know we were going to go get Noriko's dress in the morning, but still kind of early if we wanted to go maybe see the other things that are around and not terrible and horrifying.
I am not opposed to this plan.
You know, Noriko said before to not let the one bad surprise ruin all the good surprises that happened, and maybe we'll go and we'll find some more good surprises out there today. Everyone else has been really great.
Yuki will have finished with her manicure pedicure. Her claws on both her paws, or actually all four of her paws, are now a deep burgundy to match her dress that she wears, her little outfit. She's gonna come and she's gonna sit crisscross applesauce next to Jade, and she's going to say, "I think that sounds like an amazing idea. How did you like your pedicure, Jade?"
Oh, it was really great. She was really nice, and she put little designs on my nails, and she's gonna like lift her foot up. She painted them all in blue and put little silver bits on them. I think it looks really pretty.
I think they look absolutely perfect for you.
Thank you.
And how about you, Wren? Did you enjoy your pedicure?
It was different, but my hooves are shiny now.
And do you enjoy shiny hooves?
He keeps looking at them. He can kind of see a reflection of the antlers in them. They are distracting.
Distracting good or distracting bad?
I do not feel bad. Does that mean automatically they are good?
If they are not one, then they are the other. So yes, they are good.
So there's nothing in between.
I mean, there's indifference. You could be indifferent.
I don't think I'd look at them so much if I was indifferent.
Exactly.
I think they look really nice too.
Thank you.
This is going to be a weird thing to ask. Do you think they do antlers? I don't know how antlers really work, but
I do not know.
would you want them to do them?
I am content with the hooves.
Okay. I didn't have them do my hands, so I'll get that.
Wren keeps looking at his hooves and just kind of like shining them in the light. Very easily distractible.
Nariko is kind of toweling off after the massage and just kind of taking a seat by the waterside, just kind of letting it sit for a bit. This is perhaps the longest stretch of time she's ever tried to go where she's not keeping herself busy with something or other. She's sort of fighting her natural urge to like go and do something with her hands, but she looks over to Yuki and kind of looks around a bit, and then she kind of cautiously says, Miss Yuki, I noticed you seemed pretty happy when 12 Stars came to work with you.
He's very knowledgeable of many different things. It is always a comfort to see one of their own kind. To have someone understand you at a cellular level, at least in what feels good, is definitely enlightening.
Oh, academic interest. Okay, good. I get that. Sorry, I thought I was misreading the situation.
Yuki's gonna smirk, and he is very handsome.
Oh,
And she's gonna giggle.
Is the handsomeness prominent in the assessment of enjoying company?
What I will say is it certainly doesn't hurt the evaluation of the effectiveness of the treatment.
Gotcha. I guess I was a little surprised. I didn't really know what sort of monastic vows you had taken for your monastery, or I'm starting to pry now, and I'd probably be insensitive. I'm sorry.
Yuki smiles again. She says, "Nope, not prying at all. You're asking very wonderful and insightful, well thought out questions. Attempting to learn about another's culture. There are no prying questions there. And as far as vows go, to my sorry, I had to cough. as far as vows go to my monastery and to my practice, she's going to get a little sparkle in her eye. She says, well, they are not all inclusive and they are not completely restrictive. And Yuki will pull out a little piece of paper from her bathing suit with, like, essentially his digits on it. I don't know what his digits would be in.
Cast me a message when
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm saying. If you want to message me, say 30 feet away from this building, and I'll hear you.
I don't know what D&D digits are, but she has them.
You could write to him. It's basically his address he gave you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just imagining like random people being able to like notate down. All right, so this is my astral signature, which has components of my true name. If you ever find a high level wizard to cast sending, hit me up, girl.
Right.
You just need my the color of my soul, the season I'm from, the weather.
Here's a couple of my hairs. Here's a couple here's floof hairs. In case you need to form a circle or something. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever it is, she got it.
That's actually a really good point I hadn't thought of. Like, a lock of hair is one of those things that was, a cute thing to give way back in the olden days.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it's weird now. But in D&D, it's actually really effective for, like, so if you find, like, a witch in the woods and need to, like, get in touch with me, this'll help you do the scrying or whatever.
If you need to holler at your bee, you can just find a witch to scry.
Oh boy. So Naruko has gone like red in the face, realizing that her innocuous question has revealed more than she thought it would. She kind of clears her throat, was like, "Oh, well done then. Good for you."
Not all monasteries or faith-based, energy-based, religious-based, whatever structure you align with has rules, guidelines, or even suggestions about celibacy. So, fortunately, ours doesn't, because in our belief, everything is about balance, and that is a part of life. It is a part of the experience of living, and it needs to be experienced.
Well, I guess I'm glad that we have you around who has that sort of experience, where perhaps some of us don't. He says, not looking at anyone.
I don't have experience with it. Do you just met him? How do you I don't understand how the balance of that works. Do you just go for coffee? Is it a coffee thing? Or is it tea? Because you did not do well with coffee at all earlier today. I mean, you did. You were fine. You didn't. It's not like you poisoned yourself, but like, you really started chasing light. That was. Is it like a? Do you do coffee? Is that a thing? Is that what you do the first time you go? The balance with the guy that's handsome that you touches your back.
Shiyuki's gonna like interrupt you to just de-escalate you because she sees you kind of start spinning. It is just a getting to know someone a little better. I will not be jumping into bed with 12 stars tonight. That is not balance. Balance is being an understanding of the other person. So yes,
I didn't mean to inference that you were gonna do
you
things.
did not. You did not infer a thing, darling.
Okay.
It is coffee or tea or a hike or sitting in quiet meditation, just being around each other's energies. Or it is just napping in an amazing sunspot in the middle of a field. It is just knowing, starting to know another individual and knowing their energy and seeing if you balance each other out.
Oh,
Oh.
so if you had strike up an interest like that, you'd basically just do with them what we're kind of doing right now, where we're all just here trying to have a nice time together.
Exactly.
That's way less complicated than I thought.
Things are not always as complicated as they first appear. Typically, things can be what's the word I'm going to use? Things can be thought of as less complicated. It is us who overcomplicate things and adding in so many different layers of emotions and feelings and what ifs and shoulds and coulds and woulds, and you get where I'm going with this. And eventually, this thing becomes so complicated it seems overwhelming.
Okay.
Norka, what did you think it was?
I mean, there's the possibility that it's just a cultural difference between my home down in Point Pleasant and what Yuki's describing, but I mean, I didn't like talk with the other noble girls all that much, but we had to, be nice and at the events and stuff. And the things they described involved a lot more like makeup, and apparently there was like a certain way you had to laugh at his jokes, and some other stuff. I wasn't taking a lot of notes exactly, but it seemed like there were a lot of rules, and I tried
Oh.
looking in my books, and I could not find where these were written down. Maybe an oral tradition, but among teenage girls exclusively, I don't know. I mean, I looked in the magazines, and sometimes they give a lot of advice, but not a lot of like scenarios on how to apply it. Um,
I don't mean to disparage your home or anything like that, but it sounds like they were talking about putting on like a play, like pretending. Maybe that's different than the thing that Yuki's talking about.
they were. I'm very sure they were talking about trying to meet boys.
Oh,
Mm,
well, sometimes you
Sounds
try to be
complicated.
someone you're not in order
You
to get
see?
the thing you think you want.
That is the perfect example. The more pressure you put on a situation, the more you are not yourself, the more you pull away from being who you are, to laugh a certain way, to put on the correct dress, the right makeup. The more anxiety you put on the situation, the more negative stress energy you put on that scenario. And ultimately will cause that damage. Whereas if you are you and just exist as you are, there's
well,
less negativity, more balance.
what if I'm putting um, expectations on myself, and it is to not be as much me, but it's to try and be a better me? Isn't that progress? Like my mom said, you wear the dress for the job you want, and uh, sometimes projecting confidence that you don't always feel is the first step to taking that confidence for yourself. What about that?
Well, in my learnings, in my culture, that would be growth. That would be making yourself um, achieve goals, yes? Um, doing the work, as they say, to achieve some sort of desired wish or ultimate goal. As long as you are not changing who fundamentally you are at your core, you are not adding that negativity on. You're not adding that sort of bad chi, as it were.
So
Okay.
it's okay so long as it's for something that you're trying to work towards.
In my culture, yes, that is what we believe.
That's helpful, I think, Yuki. I if I find someone and I want to make a connection, don't force it. Don't be someone I'm not. What if I'm not sure what I am? At least, well, in certain things, like maybe, um, maybe I'm really good painter, but I've never painted before, so I don't know. But or I don't know if that's a good example.
Sometimes it is not what you know, but it is what you feel, right? Sometimes we do not know where we stand on an issue, or we do not know how to act a certain way in a certain situation, but we know how we feel. And sometimes leaning back into our inner core and touching base with your heart and seeing how you feel will give you the answers you are searching for.
Naruko takes a moment to think on that and thinks about the recent occasion where she did not know what to do, which was down in the vault. And when not knowing what to do, reacting on her feelings put up her fight or flight response, and she fought hard. And definitely killed somebody. She's not too sure if following her feelings is always the right thing, but she's going to take that under advisement. She's an artificer. She does not like not knowing things and having to go off the cuff.
I have a question. What if your feelings are panic all the time?
Well, then,
Like, what if you can't get to that point at all where you're comfortable to? What do you do to try? What do you do if you want to be comfortable but you can't be, and you want to try and make that connection but you don't know how? Is there a class or a book?
unfortunately, no class or book, darling, but there is time. And time is the greatest teacher ever.
I suppose.
And you need to give yourself the time to really sit with yourself and think, where is this anxiety coming from?
Oh, lots of places.
Mm.
So, but what if so that's been resolved and it's fine now, but you can't stop feeling that way, and What do you do?
Well, if it's fine and resolved and you can't stop feeling that way, then is it really fine and resolved?
I guess not.
Hmm.
How do you make it get resolved?
Then we flip to the other side. Why did you feel that way? Why does that situation make you feel that way?
Good questions.
If I may offer an idea, I think Jade made a good point where, despite some bad experiences, we've done a good job today of putting in some good experiences to keep the balance. So I think maybe one step to not having something bad keep cropping up is to have enough new and different experiences to kind of balance it out. So I think having tomorrow be a day where, for once, I'm not working on the feast, but actually just going around and enjoying it, because Crystal Cove is famous for a lot of things, but the biggest thing is all their festivals. I mean, they throw a lot of them. It's not like it's a rare thing, but they go all out for it. So I think taking some time to just take it in for a full day would be nice. And then I think the day after tomorrow, I think that's when I'm probably going to start setting sail.
Jade is looking at Nariko, and she clearly wants to ask her things and is just doesn't know how. She doesn't want to ruin the good moments that we're all having. So instead she says, yeah, tomorrow would be good, I think. I really want to see what the festival has. I think that'll be fun. And we can experience what it's like when Crystal Cove goes all out, like Noriko says.
Yeah. She looks over at the professor. Professor, what will you be joining us for festivities, or do you had places to go?
Yes, I think I should. Think so. There's one thing I'd like to check out while we're out there, but I think I would absolutely like to check out the festival with you.
Oh, what are you thinking of?
He kind of chews his lip a little bit and looks over to Wren, and he just says, I should very much like to return to the place that I found you and run a little bit of testing there, kind of like what I did in the vault.
May I join you for this?
Please. I think it would be good if you were there.
And I shall do so.
Do you require any research assistance, Professor?
Always. I mean, it shouldn't take too long, and it's not really that far away, just outside the city walls. Wouldn't hurt for everyone to see what's going on, and if I do find something, it would really save me the trouble of having to explain it again.
Well, I definitely owe a debt to you and Wren, so anything I can do to help give Wren a little bit more information and closure on where he came from and what exactly he's here for to do with his god, then I'm all for it.
Sounds like a trip.
Help and support.
Brilliant. No rush, except, the sooner we get there, the more likely there's going to be any residual resonations there, but, I mean, you can go tomorrow. You can go in the afternoon, morning, wherever you like.
Wren, how do you feel about knowing that you might have been sent here by a god without your memories?
Wren kind of shrugs his shoulders. I do not know. I suppose that means I have some sort of purpose. As Yuki says, it is good to have a purpose. Did I do that right?
Yes.
Okay. So it is good to have a purpose, and I have a purpose, even if I don't know what that purpose is.
Wouldn't you still had your purpose without someone taking something away from you?
Wren shrugs. I cannot say because I do not know.
Oh, wait, I know this one. If you don't know, trust your feelings.
Yuki smiles. You are a fast learner.
Wren looks over at Naruko. How do you do that?
Naruko raises a finger and then realizes that she's an emotional shut-in. Says,
Same.
points to Yuki. Ask her.
And turns to Yuki. How do you do that?
I feel that. Can you repeat the question? I was coughing. I'm so sorry. I was
It's okay.
I was gonna make it up, but then I was like, no.
No, it's okay. And making it be fine too. Wren wants to know, how do you trust your feelings? Because
Got it.
just like Naruko, he is also emotionally stunted.
Got it. You trust your feelings when you know those feelings are yours. When you know that they are founded in your heart, in your soul, in your very being. When everything resonates as, yes, this is the correct answer. Then, those are your feelings.
Wren kind of just points at his stomach and pokes it, and he goes, I am feeling hungry. Is that what you mean?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. So I should get food and trust in those feelings. I will get a small sandwich. He goes over and gets a finger sandwich. Good luck with this one, guys.
I mean, Naruko deals with robots all the time, so...
They got me besties!
Fucking fight me. We'll make it happen.
Nobody wants to fight you. We saw what you did to those sentinels.
No, to fight Naruko, you gotta sneak up on Naruko, because no one wants that. Jade is watching Yuki. She's been watching Yuki this whole time, since Yuki's been giving out words of wisdom for free. And she's really trying to believe what Yuki is saying. But as Yuki keeps saying to trust your feelings, like, Jade just looks very pensive and eventually just goes to staring at the bag in her lap instead.
That's fine. She can shut down. I'll pull her out later. Ain't no thing.
Wren looks over, eyeballs the bag, kind of shrugs, goes back to staring at his herbs.
So, what should we do for the rest of the evening then? Should we stay here or go somewhere? I like spending time with all of you.
Naruko kind of stretches out a bit, enjoying the feeling of not being quite so tense in her muscles. For now, anyway. It'll come back. She says, well, if we want to see the festivities, they're going on tonight. In fact, the nighttime tends to be where a lot of the events really get rolling. So if we wanted to take part in that tonight, we could do so. But if we're all tired or have gotten into a very relaxed mood and don't want to shift out of that, I'm fine with just staying here until we get to closing time and then heading back to the Elephant for a book, some tea, a good night's rest.
I mean, both those sound like really good options. It's been a real relaxing day, so maybe we just spend our time together here and then go to the Blue Elephant and relax with dinner and have a full day at the festival tomorrow, including like nighttime.
I'm content with either plan. I am curious to see more of the festival at some point.
Or, I mean, we could also go to that spot that the professor was talking about where Wren woke up tonight. Can do that too.
If we're going to make the full day of festival tomorrow, then we can get that out of the way. And like the professor said, doing it sooner gives us a greater chance of cataloging any remaining energies.
Yeah. What do you guys all think?
I like the idea of seeing where Wren was found after this, and then going back, having a nice, relaxing dinner, and having a full fun day at the festival tomorrow. What say you, Professor?
Well, I'd be lying if I said I was excited to get out there and do a little bit of research myself.
And that sounds like our winning engagement for the night.
All right. A little bit of science, a little bit of observation, maybe some answers, or maybe nothing. It could be nothing. And then we go back to our regularly scheduled relaxation.
Sure.
Can confirm. This is why Professor has shocking grasp.
This is also why
And
Naruto
it's very
has
effective.
So,
Great. So what I'm hearing is I need to get shocking grasp.
Only
Just-
if you want to do science.
Just
science.
some thugs ambush us in an alley, and Naruto's just like, "I'm warning you, we're packing science here," and they're just like, "What?" And then all the casters immediately pull out tasers.
What the fuck is that? Oh shit!
Yep.
Right. Wren, would you like to lead the way to where you woke up?
I can certainly try. I'm not sure how good my sense of direction is, but we will try.
Yuki is gonna go get changed back into her regularly scheduled outfit.
Yeah, Jade will also change out of her Wednesday Addams costume and back into her Jade costume and get complete with hat. Get dried off.
Professor will.
Go on.
I was just going to say the professor will recall Jeffrey to his Pokeball and kind of tuck it away into his coat.
Wren will change out of the ill-fitting robe that he's been trying to wear this whole time.
I am adding a robe and slippers and Wednesday Addams bathing suit to my inventory.
Oh
I
yeah,
love it.
sure. They let you keep them.
Naruto will change out of the bathing suit and into she won't change back into her second best dress because she doesn't have to present. So she will switch into her traveling clothes, which is pretty much what's in her official artwork.
Cool. All right. So with the party getting ready to head out, how long would you like to have stayed at the Lily Pond? So like, they are open until like around dinner time. So like 5, 6 o'clock is usually when they start closing up for the day. How late into the day would you like to have stayed there?
To like late afternoon.
Sounds good to me.
So like 3, 4 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah, like
Okay.
4 o'clock. That gives everybody that's time enough for everyone to get like a good long massage and get our pedicures done and relax in the bath since we kind of did everything in the morning. So
Okay. Yeah, so that's about 4 hours. So you guys do get the benefits of the long rest, having the atmosphere of this place having accelerated your rejuvenation. Though I think only Jade is missing hit points. I don't think anybody else used anything, but you get it back.
that
I
was
had
just
some-
me and my dumb stuff that I did.
So you gather your stuff, and you head out. The staff is all smiles, waving at you. You know, thank you for coming. Please come again. We're open 7 days a week.
I'm just gonna grab one of the like unused towels and hold it up. Can I have this?
Yeah, sure. I don't see why not.
He grins. Like, thank you. You know, towels probably the most massively useful thing in the universe to have you with you at any good given time.
Are you saying that to the attendant or to?
To just like in general. He just says it as he kind of tucks away his towel.
Wren kind of tilts his head regarding him and debates if he should get a towel, but decides against it.
Yeah. So they escort you out, and they let you out into the city. As the sun starts to go down, you see the various bars and taverns in this area. There's a casino as well. They patrons start filtering in, getting ready for to have fun for the evening. You can kind of hear the sounds of the feast off in the distance down from the Sentinel District. The nightlife is starting to come alive at this point. Sun's getting low, kind of a gentle orange, purplish, pinkish glow kind of cast from the sky on the city. Very scenic with the lake kind of as a backdrop. People are milling about. The action is starting up for the evening. But the place that you were looking to go is right outside the city gates, that way, where Jade made where oh my gosh, where Wren made his entrance.
It's one of those guys that acts like a little creepy. It's all good.
It's one of you. We're one of you popped into this world.
One of you weirdos.
One of you weirdos got here right about there. Okay. So Wren will start slowly leading them in that general direction.
So you wind your way through Lower Highwind over the bridge into Upper Highwind, where the money lives. That district is noticeably more quiet and a little bit darker at this time, as people around there are starting to turn in for not turn in, but they're starting to get into their their stately nightly routines of sitting by the fireplace with a pipe and a book or whatever it is that rich people do.
So sticky.
Whatever lack of fun they're having.
Ren, you're able to lead everybody outside the gates.
Yep.
Pretty free passage coming and going right now. There are some sentinels posted outside of the gates, but they nod a greeting to you and don't really pay you much mind outside of that. But you're able to lead them to the little patch of rose bushes where you woke up not 3 days ago. And as you approach, you kind of had trouble figuring where it was that you landed because all of the rose bushes seem to be lively and full again.
Okay, that's strange. About half of these were dead when I woke up, especially the ones touching me. Mostly just the ones touching me. But now they are fine, as if I was never here. That is strange.
Could you do me a favor and just touch one? Don't hurt yourself on the thorns. Just sort of touch some of them to see if they react the same way.
Okay. Wren will reach out and just gingerly pet one of the flowers. We're petting a flower now. This is great.
You touch Rose, and you have a rose in your hand. Nothing seems to happen to it as you touch it. Nariko, with your casting of Detect Magic, other than any magical items that the party may have or may be carrying or may be wearing, nothing from the environment.
Wren kind of turns and shrugs, holding a rose in his hand now. Oh.
Curious. How big is this patch of roses?
Each rose bush is about a 3 to 5 foot diameter, and there's a grouping of about somewhere between 5 and 10 of them.
Okay. Well, this is curious. He kind of looks around and he sits down on one knee, pulls out his journal, flips through the pages, and he's like, all right, so maybe a bit of a repeat here, but I should be able to draw in any sort of residual energy from the power spell of my own. Now, the fear of summoning another creature for the unknown, I think perhaps I'll use absorb elements this time, and he'll try to cast absorb elements, drawing in energy from the local area rather than an incoming attack, which would more or less have the same effect as Detect Magic, I would think, unless there's something like really crazy.
So, casting this absorb elements, is that an actual spell? I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's a reaction. It's a reaction to actually taking damage.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I see what you're saying. So cast absorb elements. Let me look that up real quick because I do want to read the spell. Only because I am not familiar with it.
I can display it.
Oh, that works. Okay. So you're catching like this absorb elements, and you kind of look about with this sense that you have. Nothing really stands out in your mind. So if there were any kind of residual anything here, it doesn't appear to be anything that is natural. Jade, again, with your detect magic, reiterate kind of what Nariko found. Again, there's you kind of open your sense to magic around you, and aside from the magical items and things that you and your companions are carrying, you don't detect anything in the environment. Nariko, with your investigation check, looking for clues, you see that one of the rose bushes has been disturbed. Like some of the branches have been kind of bent out of shape and snapped. Kind of giving an indication of where Wren may have moved through the rose bush, but there doesn't appear to be anything else left behind that you can notice.
Narika will report to the others that, well, we're definitely looking in the right spot. This seems to be where he was, but I'm not picking up anything remaining, not even any clues as to what sort of magic might have regrown the roses that Wren says were withered on his arrival.
Wren, do you feel a connection to your god? Like stronger here.
DM, do I feel a stronger connection to Thanatos right now?
I'll take a religion check.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay.
Nothing is picking up on your god radar.
Wren shifts his horns around. He's like, I'm not sensing anything.
Is there a check that I could do that would sort of give me any sort of insight as to any like otherworldly beings or gods or just people not of this realm that are tied to roses and decay?
You could, without like any kind of spells or anything particularly like targeting that sort of thing, you could give me a religion check to determine what you would know or what you could infer from this kind of thing.
15.
15. Give me 1 second. So with your religion check, the only thing that really comes to mind, any gods that are associated with roses, is the god Sune. And what you know about Sune is she's basically the god of love, the god of beauty. So she did have a particular fondness for roses.
He thinks to himself and he kind of scrunches up his nose. He's like, the only deity that I can think of that's connected to roses in particular is Sune, and they don't really tie to the decay or sort of theme associated with your return or your appearance here.
I do not think I have any association for Sune. It is Thanatos that I am here for. But I don't understand why.
Curious how your memory is practically gone, except for something like your affiliation with Thanatos.
I also remember my birthday.
Oh, your birthday? When's your birthday?
November 2nd.
Oh, happy birthday!
But it is not November 2nd.
It will be eventually. Time is really all just conceptual anyways. It could be your birthday today, but it's really like, could be your birthday today somewhere else.
Jade is just nodding as the professor talks about time being weird, and she goes, "It's true. I mean, now you get a happy birthday in case he's not here on your birthday when your birthday comes around this time around."
Yeah, and it could also be your birthday somewhere else, like the
That is
Feywild.
also true. It could be your birthday 10 years from now in the Feywild.
That's true. It's always your birthday somewhere in the Feywild.
I heard about, I did actually hear about a tea party that it was always someone's birthday. Always birthday at the tea party. I think it's in the Feywild though, so, purpose is right.
That sounds like fun. Shame I don't really like tea all that much.
You should try it, it's really good.
Yuki gives him the stink eye.
He just smirks and gives Yuki a wink.
She
Maybe-
winks back.
Maybe there's nothing really here to find because whatever happened was just what happened on the moment that you first came to this world, and then as soon as you left it, the magic that you brought with you was gone. So maybe the roses actually never wilted. Maybe they just looked that way because you were still kind of in that spot between this world and the next. If you were
Maybe.
called as the gold of death, then maybe it's like you were seeing the roses from that side, and then as soon as you walked away and you took that with you, the roses here took their place.
Perhaps.
Joe, one last roll I would like to make, and that would be to see if I know if this sort of, not necessarily roses, but this sort of contact decay is something that occurs when with people who were ushered in from the afterlife. Something that he would have done countless times before, but never really paid attention once they got to the other side.
For that one, I would say you can choose from religion, arcana, or nature, and I'll give you advantage on this.
Come on, dice. I'll take that.
Now that you think about it, the method in which you operated was different.
Okay.
But it's not to say that there are other things that divine intervention wouldn't have some kind of effect on. And it seems to reason that any kind of intervention of the god of death would cause, some kind of effect of death and decay around where whatever intervention took place.
Okay. Professor will just kind of circle around Wren and just kind of tip his head a little bit and kind of look him up and down, and he just raises a brow a little bit, and he says, how did you feel when you first opened your eyes?
Disoriented, he answers, watching the professor circle him, getting a little dizzy in the process.
He nods a little bit. He kind of stops in front of Wren's face, like, can you open your mouth a little bit?
We've already determined I have a tongue.
Humor me.
Wren groans a bit, but opens up his maw.
He kind of ducks down a little bit and peers into his mouth and kind of nods to himself, like, thank you. Well,
it is a mouth.
It certainly is a mouth. It's a beautiful mouth. I like your teeth. Very good for chewing. I bet you. Do you like bananas?
What is a banana?
Oh, just wait till you find out. Well, this seems to have come up a bit of a dead end. However, now that I think of it, it seems to me that any sort of divine intervention from a god of death might result in some sort of contact decay or this nature. Perhaps someone just really, really likes you and wants you to be here.
Not for nothing, but Ben, you said you remember that your god is the god of death, and that, but you can't remember lots of other things. What if your god isn't the god of death, and that's just how you remember it? What if another god is the one who actually brought you back? I mean, you could still have still your god, but maybe someone else intervened.
Perhaps. I do not know.
What if you're actually the god of death and you're stuck here? Well, that's probably not what it is, but we could be.
That doesn't sound right.
No, you're probably right.
I don't think that is it.
That would be neat if you were, though.
No, I do not think I would want to be a god. Too much responsibilities.
That's true. What with sending people back without memories and all. That's got to be hard to keep track of.
I would not know. I am not a god.
That is true. Maybe. You don't know.
I think I know that one.
Oh, well, you remembered that then.
It is not memory. It is following my emotions. He looks Yugi. Did I do that right?
Does it feel like you did it right?
I believe so.
Then it's right.
Yuki has said it is right.
Sure.
Realize I am not the decider of things for you. I am only one opinion. It is you who make the decisions.
Yuki's one opinion has said that my decision is correct.
I fucking love Wren so damn much.
God damn it.
Fuck. Oh god.
Try to get some fucking plausible deniability, and this is what happens.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Jesus Christ.
Nope, you're an
It's
authority
very-
figure now.
That's a very though. He's getting better at doing the people things because that's a very person thing to do. Of just,
Yeah.
I like this answer better, so I have decided it will be correct.
Well, is there anything else we can do here? Should we take the roses with us?
Well, I mean, they
Ren holds out the one rose he's picked up to Jade. Do you want this?
Yeah, if you don't want it.
I do not need a rose.
We don't necessarily need something just to want it.
Yuki will have been wandering around while they were having this conversation. She's gonna pick some roses and like 3 roses, some rose leaves. Leaves? Jesus Christ. Leaves.
Words are
and is
hard.
it- God, especially when you've been sleeping for like 5 days in a coma. And then are there any other herbs or anything out here, Sep, that Yuki will find?
Give me a nature check.
God
We're
damn
doing
it!
component gathering.
I have a cat on my lap. Oh, Colson's gonna be so mad at you.
Okay.
Woo,
Hey,
Yuki!
you're good.
Yeah,
I was gonna help, but you'll need it.
Baba, we did a good job.
22.
Hang on. I have forgotten to pull up the list. Please give me a d20 roll. You can find another small patch of morning berries.
Nice. I will take a handful of them as well.
Well, thank you, Wren. I also don't need a rose, but it is very pretty, so I would take it.
Good. And now I do not have a rose because I did not need a rose.
Jade will just hold the rose by her, like just by her face, and she's just smelling at it.
Can Ren do any sort of like searching or insight or observation to see if he can pick up anything else from this particular site?
How about a perception check?
Alright. Okay, that wasn't bad. I'll take a dirty 20.
I was just standing here for a few moments, friend. You do, and with also with Narco's help, you're able to figure out and pinpoint the exact area that you woke up in, and you kind of look over the patch, and as you kind of poke around and root around in it, it's very subtle, but you do notice at kind of like the base of the rose bushes that there is still a little bit of that decay in the branches. But what you notice about it is that it appears that the roses, without any kind of magical intervention, have been able to regenerate almost on their own.
That's just curious. And he will try to carefully push his way in there to examine that area.
Give me
Go on.
Give me a nature check.
Okay, cool.
Can do it, Wren.
Shit.
Woo!
I can't do it.
Hell yeah.
So checking out these bushes. So it has been a couple of days since you've been here, and it is kind of remarkable that these bushes have been able to spring back as they have, because they were like dead when you got here, like dead. It's kind of remarkable that they've been able to spring back in the way that they have. Your thoughts are that these, with the expertise that you have in this, you kind of realize that there really should have been no natural way that these roses could have came back from just that level of death, and it does kind of stick out as divine intervention to you. So, like, almost like somebody's hand picked you up and like put you down here, and just them touching the ground killed kind of everything around it. But the absence of such presence made it grow back, or allowed it to grow back, I should say.
Wren will point to that last little spot of decay that's still just clinging on there, and he will say, "That is what remains of where I appeared, but it seems everything else has returned to life. I think it is because of some otherworldly influence that initially killed the plants. Remove it and they have bloomed again. Quite curious."
Yeah, I mean, when you're dealing with gods, it can be something. I mean, they can do crazy things, right? Maybe just, if your god is the god of death, and he was the one that brought you back, maybe just him being around makes things decay, and then when he leaves, it goes back to the normal.
That seems like a logical inference.
But it doesn't seem like it lingers, so that's good. And it doesn't seem like you affect anything that way, so that's also good.
Yes. Or else that back time would have been very awkward.
Probably, yeah. Also, the couple times that I've petted you. Although,
also awkward.
Yeah, also a little bit.
Interesting indeed. The professor will get on his hands and knees and try to crawl in there to secure like a clipping from the roses that still has that dead bit to keep as a specimen.
Okay. Give me a nature check.
Nature. Guidance.
You kind of, it's hard to get under there without scraping yourself up with the thorns that are sticking out of the rose bush. But you kind of like manage to get yourself kind of low to the ground. You like twist yourself in such a way. Maybe you catch a thorn catches on like your coat or something, but no real damage done. But you're able to kind of twist yourself in there with whatever utensil you're using. You're able to get kind of a shaving of that decay off of the rose bush, and when you snap it off, you realize it is almost like snapping off a dead branch, where like if you look at the inside of the bark of the wood, it's got like that like brownish look to it. But from the base of the plant where you clipped it off, you see, healthy green, new wood forming underneath.
That is interesting. I'm curious, if I put this in water, if it'd come back to life.
Seems likely, since the other pieces seem to have returned.
He'll kind of gently stick it into one of his many coat pockets and dust himself off and try to pick off the bits of thorns and branches that stuck to his coat and kind of gesture back to the city gates. He'll say, "Well, is there anything else we want to look at here? I think I'm quite done here."
I think I am done as well.
I can go. I wasn't really much help, but it is still kind of early. Do we want to do anything else with our evening?
We could check out parts of the festival.
Oh yeah, we could. Unless everyone's tired, I mean, we don't have to. We can just go relax with some, go to the Blue Elephant, relax, have some dinner, tea, chat. I'm sorry if I'm making it seem like we have to actually be doing something in order to have fun, because we don't. We can just be together. I'll just, if Noriko, if you're gonna sail away in the next day or so, maybe I just want to make sure we spend some time together. That's all.
Of course. And he turns. Wren seems excited to see the festival, or at least as excited as he seems to get. So I think it would be good to follow on that, and
Yeah.
see what there is to of interest to them. I'm very well rested after our day at the spa, so no worries there.
I am curious to observe interpersonal communications at the festival.
I kind of want to try one of those elephant ears that the professor was talking about the other day.
Oh, yes.
I didn't really eat any that the Sentinel sent up for us when we were in the room, so I'd kind of like to try them. They smelled really good.
They were good, but not made from elephants.
Right, I do remember you saying that. You also said that you haven't had a whole elephant. Somebody said they hadn't had an elephant in a long time. I don't remember who that was. I've never eaten an elephant, so I can't really say if it tastes good or not. But those ones seemed like it was more cinnamon and dough, so that seems to be much more up where I'm looking to eat of things.
Yes.
Let's go see if we can get some then.
Okay.
Let's go.
Right. Tuck the rose behind my ear.
So from the gate, you can take the road right back to the heart of the Sentinel, if that is where you're looking to go.
Oh, this road. I get turned around sometimes.
It is a very large city.
Yeah. There's a lot of twisty roads.
So making your way back to the heart of the Sentinel, the scene has shifted of one from less of an exposition now and more of a carnival. There are, again, street vendors out all over the place, selling all sorts of fried goodies and all sorts of food. There are also several events that are set up as well that you are able to partake in. You see that there is like a little like a tent area where there's a picnic table set up and there's a bunch of pie tins. They have a sign up for a pie eating contest. There is an archery range that is set up for doing some archery. And you see that there are some sentinels that are kind of wrangling a group of Axe Beaks.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, Joe.
Yes, 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 yes.
We now have crazy things planned for us.
I had
So,
not
would
a
you,
doubt. No doubt in my mind there would be shenanigans planned.
Right?
would you be so kind as to put just a quick list of attractions just in the chat bar so I don't forget about any of them?
Yes.
And also so I can put them in for my notes.
Are those Axe Beaks? I'm riding one of those. For the end of this night, mark my words, I'm getting on one.
Is it safe?
Are you
Who
supposed
cares?
to ride them? I mean, are you supposed to ride those though? They don't.
Look at them.
Or is it like a race that we watch them run?
They're practically begging to be ridden.
I don't speak Axe Beak, so
Well,
but if you want to ride one and they let you, I will watch from the sidelines. So in case you get hurt, because they're very big, large birds, I could heal you. Then you won't feel so bad.
He throws his hands up in the air. See? There's no reason not to. And he just trots off towards the Axe Beaks.
It is true, unless they actually, destroy him in such a way that his soul leaves immediately, I can actually make sure he doesn't die.
That is encouraging, I suppose.
Yeah. So no one dying.
He calls from up ahead, and he's like, "There are worse ways to go."
There really are. There really are. Okay, well, I guess the professor's going that way. Should we all stick together? I should stick with him in case. I just said I would. I'm gonna stick with him because if he gets hurt, I'm gonna heal him, and then we'll get elephant ears. Yeah?
I will follow. We might need more healing slots.
That is probably true. I only have so much magic at my disposal right now. That's a good idea. Okay, me and you with the professor.
So, the professor's heading off for the Axe Beaks? Is that where he's going?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And everybody's following?
Yeah. Yuki wants to see this.
Nobody else but the professor is about to try to ride one of these things, and we're all just gonna watch him from the side, and it's gonna be hilarious. Plus, Naruto in on it too.
I'm going to say that Naruto did a lot of like noblewoman activities, but like horseback riding and polo club was like not one of them. Her pets were all mechanical. She is not an animals type of girl.
So, Professor, you follow where these Axe Beaks are going, and you see that there is a stable that is set up along with a circular track. And you see that there is a sign above the stables that says sign up for Axe Beak racing. It costs a gold for entry, but if you come in first place, you win 10.
Ooh, that's worth it. And he will run up to the sign-up table and fills out the forms as quickly as he can. He like slams down a gold piece on the desk, and he's like, "Get me my Axe Beak."
The people at the table kind of look at each other, look up at you. They didn't expect such enthusiasm from somebody such as you. And you see, they say, "Well, did you not even read the waiver?"
Waiver? What do I need a waiver for? I'm gonna get on that bed.
It's okay. I can heal him if it falls off of it.
Oh, we have
disemboweled
healers.
by it.
Yeah, no, we have healers too. We'll make sure that you'll walk away from this, but you could get hurt in the process.
Yuki will walk forward and she'll sign a waiver.
Oh, are you entering too, Miss?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I would like to ride an Axe Beak as well.
The professor just grins stupidly.
I can't let the professor have all the fun now, can I?
Oh my gosh, Yuki's gonna ride it too. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yuki. We're gonna. All right. I'll heal Yuki, and you heal the professor. And then, should we put quietly to Naruto and Wren and Reverie? Should we put bets on who's gonna win? Because it's just the two of them racing. And then.
Yuki is gonna walk over. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Yuki's gonna walk over and she's gonna take off her bag that has her tea set and everything in it that she always carries with her, and she's gonna hand it to Jade and say, "Please, should I not make it off this Axe Beak? Please care for this."
Jade's eyes just go huge. She's like, no, really. So long as I'll definitely watch your things. She does take them and she holds them. I will definitely watch your things. I won't let anything happen to it. But I won't let anything happen to you either, and I'll make sure you don't die. If you do die, I'll make sure you don't all the way die. It's gonna, it'll just don't get in front of its claws.
Wonderful. Everything will be fine. She smiles,
Yeah.
and walks away in a puff of fluff.
Oh, I've got so much responsibility now.
My money is on Yuki because she has the balance.
Oh, we actually betting with money? I was gonna just buy someone an elephant ear.
Oh. I thought that was just what you said. That is not the phrase. We actually bet. I do not have much money.
Oh, okay. No, I wasn't sure if that was how we did it. No, it's okay. Let's imaginative bet, and then we'll pretend we're putting money in, but we're not actually putting money in. We're just gonna bet. I also think it's probably gonna be Yuki.
I do not think betting works this way. We are not good at betting.
This might be friend betting. It's good. It's good for us, you know.
Okay.
So, they lead Professor and Yuki over the Axe Beaks. They assign you an Axe Beak. They have it all set up with a bridle, and they give you each a I don't want to call it a whip, but for lack of better terms, like a whip that you can use. And they say, "All right, here's what's going to happen. The track over there that you see, it is 240 feet around. Obviously, the point is to cross the finish line before anybody else. When you mount the Axe Beak, you're going to move 40 feet at a clip. Now you can use your little whip, and you can get an extra 10 feet out of the Axe Beak. However, if you try and do that, if you do it too hard, if you don't do it just right, and the Axe Beak kind of takes a hard hit, it's going to reduce the speed of the Axe Beak. And if you're not good at handling the Axe Beak itself, there's a chance that you could possibly fall off, or the Axe Beak just won't move for a little while until you can get your bearings again. And you, the rest of you, looking at the rest of you on the sidelines, we don't technically have any rules about interfering, so do with that as you will. There are 2 other riders that are signed up that will be competing against you as well. Do you understand? Great. Do you have any questions?
Understood. No questions.
The professor just kind of waves his hand, kind of like, yeah. And he walks up to his Axe Beak and kind of does a bit of a bow, like, hello, I'm the professor. And and then he kind of points to the whip, like, and kind of scrunches up his face like, yeah, I don't like it either, but... And then he digs into his pocket and holds out like a ration and kind of jiggles it around in his hand. He points at it. He's like, and then slides it back into the pocket slyly, winks, and then moves to hop up onto the bird.
Give me an animal handling check.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, she actually does speak Axe Beak.
12.
After watching that, go ahead.
Okay, good. Sorry.
After watching that amazing performance, Yuki is going to walk up to her Axe Beak, and she's going to just very calmly, serenely walk up. She's going to very gently start to pet her Axe Beak, speak soothingly. Hello, love. Have you had a good day? Don't worry. If we don't win, that's all right. You and I, we're just going to have a nice ride. We'll have fun. It'll be all right. And she takes the switch, and she kind of looks at it and looks at the Axe Beak, and she just takes this switch and puts it on the ground. She's not even going to take it with her. And she's just going to just keep petting her Axe Beak as she's essentially purring and trying to soothe the Axe Beak, because birds and cats are not friends. So she's just gonna try to just soothe it down and try to make nicey nice.
Give me an animal handling check.
Birds and cats are not friends.
So Yuki, as you go to mount the Axe Beak, you get a little bit of resistance. It's not even with the switch down on the ground. It's still not particularly happy with you getting on there, but with the help of the Sentinels, it relents. Professor, with your check, the Axe Beak seems to understand what you're getting at, but is kind of anxious to get it to treat in your pocket.
I will give it a small taste, like the first taste's free. If you want the rest of it, you're going to have to work for it.
Oh my gosh.
God,
All right.
it's so rapey.
Really? I got more of a drug dealer vibe out of that.
I mean, yeah, that too.
So you guys mount up your Axe Beaks. You see your two competitors mount up as well. They lead you over to the track.
Here we go again.
And you see there's a sentinel with the flag kind of at the starting line where you guys are at. And he says, on your marks, get set, race! He waves the flag, and let's go ahead and roll some initiatives. Even from those on the sidelines, because you'll have the opportunity if you want to try to interfere.
By interfere, you of course mean offer encouragement.
Of course!
Totally. Is it Jim and Bob?
It's Jim and Bob, yeah.
It is Jim Bob.
Jim Bob.
It's my my great NPC naming on the fly.
I love
it.
James and Robert.
First
James
of all,
Robert.
as the person who named somebody Steve and Jerry, you're totally good. And Steve and
Siegfried
Jerry
and Roy.
were wonderful. Don't let Lorelai name things, man.
Okay. And so the race begins. Is everybody in the initiative order? I think so.
I see Jade, so
yeah.
Professor, Wren, P, Narc.
Yeah, I think
Yep,
we're all there.
good.
So as the flag goes down, Naruko, you're first to watch the action, so you have the opportunity to do something.
Naruko will take out one of her little monogram von Grutzner handkerchiefs, and she will wave it. I'm going to pick Yuki only because the professor already has guidance that he can make use of. So she will cast guidance over to Yuki as she cheers. Give it your best. Have fun.
Adorable.
Very nice. Yuki, you have the ability to add a D4 to your next ability check.
Hey!
Bob's gonna come off the line. He is going to make his check and succeeds. So, not going to use the switch on this round. He's going to move 10, 20, 30, 40. Jade. Now, I should clarify that we will pick winners at the end of the round. So you can potentially hit the finish line in the same round as somebody else, but whoever kind of gets further beyond the finish line is going to be declared the winner, unless there's a tie, in which case there's a tie.
I do have something that I could do, but I think I'd get too many other people. And I don't want to do that. So instead, What are they making, like saving throws, or?
So, at the beginning of each round, each rider is going to make an animal handling check.
They're making a check. Okay.
Yes.
I can't do anything with that then. I will just shout encouragement from the sidelines for right now. And that is what I will do at the moment. Yeah.
Alrighty. Professor, the mechanics of this, I need you to hit a DC 12 animal handling check to get your Axe Beak to move. You can make this check with advantage, which would be you using your switch. It would give you an additional 10 feet of movement. However, the Axe Beak will have to save on. It will have to succeed on a Constitution saving throw to not be hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take it from there.
Okay. I am not going to use a switch this time. I am going to use an inspiration. That was a nat 1, by the way.
Oof.
Oh, not much better. We're not doing anything. I used that second inspiration for that 2 I just rolled.
Sure, why not? I'll allow it.
This is what all our inspirations go towards every time. Every
Yeah.
time it's for games like this, and it's the best.
Yeah,
Pretty
I'll have
much.
to do something really exciting to get those back. 15.
15. Go ahead and move up 40 feet. Each of these squares is 10 feet, by the way. All right. Wren.
Wren will sit there watching his friends in the competition and say, "Go ride well." Enter.
All right. I did also forget to mention, for those of you in the race, doing that animal check, that animal handling check, is a free action, so you do still have access to your actions and all that. So, Professor, if there's something that you would like to do, you would like to do with your action.
That's it for this turn.
Yuki, you're up.
All right. Animal handling.
Animal handling
With-
check. You can take it with advantage. Well, you didn't take the switch with you, so you don't have that option open to you.
Correct. Maybe.
18.
All right.
Go ahead and move yourself 40 feet. Yuki is faster upbeat.
Bloop. And she's gonna kind of wave to the professor and be like, "Well, hello there."
You're handling your beak very expertly, Yuki. Have you ridden an Axe Beak before?
I have not, but I could say the same for you.
Oh, I've handled my share of birds. No. I've done this before, once, maybe. It might have been a dream. I'm not even sure anymore. It's fun, though, yeah?
Very fun. Very, very fun.
You have action, bonus action, if there's anything else you'd like to do.
Well, I can't take movement because I'm on an Axe Beak.
Correct.
I can't take a movement bonus action because I'm on an Axe Beak.
Correct.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's all I got.
Okie dokie. Jim's gonna go. I dropped my dice. There we go. Ugh. Jim is gonna use his switch. Oh my god, and he failed.
Oh,
Oh, Jim.
Jim.
So now he's got to make a saving throw to stay on. Oh, all right. He's still on with a nat 20.
Oh, damn.
However, actually, I have to make that. That's okay. So he manages to stay on, but he has a lot of trouble trying to get off the line as he uses the switch. The Axe Beak not wanting to cooperate almost kicks him off. He manages to hang on, but the Axe Beak does not move this round. Naruko.
Rah rah go go. Throwing another inspiration over for Yuki.
Very nice.
Frau Rasputin.
Naruko doesn't know that song.
Bob's gonna go. Bob does not make the animal handling check. Is only able to go half distance as he stumbles in his handling of the Axe Beak. Jade.
I am still watching while I very carefully hold Yuki's tea set. It's a very precious thing. You can do it! Maybe. Don't go by it. Don't get fallen off. That's my turn.
Professor.
First, I'm going to cast Bless on my Axe Beak. And then I am going to go ahead, use the switch to kick my Axe Beak forward. That is 18.
So you get to move 40 feet, or I'm sorry, 50 feet this round. Axe Beak's going to make a con save, adding that D4. Oh, yeah, totally fine.
Totes.
You have bonus action.
Bonus action.
Are you giving? Well, let me ask you first. Are you putting the bless on anybody else?
Yeah, I'll give it to Yuki.
Yuki or her axe?
Dying.
Her Axe Beak.
Dying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you could give it to Yuki too. You can get you can get one more creature.
Nah.
Okay. Red.
You are doing well. Keep doing well. Enter.
Keep excelling.
Yuki.
That's me. That's me.
Animal handling check for movement.
Bam.
Very nice. Move yourself 40 feet. Anything you want to do with your action?
That's all I think I can do. I don't think I can do anything else. Unless I want to fight a bitch, and I don't want to fight a bitch right now.
I mean,
I don't need to be fighting bitches on an Axe Beak. This ain't a Thunderdome, it's just a race. It's good.
Didn't the last time we wind up here, like basically like half the party just jumped out from the bushes and like shanked the other competitors or
I
something?
think
Yeah,
they
that's
did.
exactly what happened.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Jim didn't learn his lesson.
We don't know each other that well yet.
I'm Zen, goddammit. I can't just go down throwing around.
Jim didn't learn his lesson is using the switch and succeeded this time. The Axe Beak makes the save, so no problem there. He moves 50 feet. But still still trailing behind quite a bit. I don't think he's going to try and do anything. Naruko.
Naruko will keep throwing out guidance to whichever of her two friends is behind in the running. So it goes to Yuki.
Very good. Bob's going to go. Bob not using the switch. Probably should have because he failed that. Only, again, going to use half distance. You see Bob's getting a little frustrated. He goes, "Come on, you stupid Axe Beak!" And he is going to lean over to Yuki and try to punch Yuki's Axe Beak.
Oh no!
Oh,
That's a problem.
Wren.
Does not hit the armor class. The Axe Beak definitely dodges out of the way of the fist.
Oh, God. Now some balance is gonna happen, bitch.
Yeah.
God. That's gonna
Jace.
come back around.
Alright. I totally just saw this guy try to hit Yuki.
No, he took
Yuki's Axe Beak.
he took a swing at Yuki's Axe Beak.
And he's getting mad over a game. Alright, that's enough of that. Can I get a 20-foot radius sphere, please?
Oh God!
Fine. This is this size map is different, so I just want to make sure that I'm not hitting things.
A 20-foot radius.
It's 20, I think it's 20-foot radius. Let me just double check. 20 feet of a point within range. Sorry.
Yes, it's 20-foot radius.
Still, yeah.
Oops.
I think on this map that's basically a 4x4 square.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But
It's
I
fine.
will give you control of this token, and I will make it a drawing. So you go ahead and move that wherever you like.
Great. I'm gonna move it right here, and I'm gonna cast sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Damn.
that's 5d8. I'm not gonna bother rolling that in a thing. I'm gonna roll it right here. And it's the lowest. The things with the lowest hit points get affected first. So.
I mean, they all. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, roll me.
Oh, that's good.
Roll me
29 hit points.
It's 29.
49.
The two riders go to sleep.
Great. They go to sleep and they immediately just they're out of the race.
Axe Beaks are awake, but the riders
Good for them.
fall asleep.
Good. Axe Beaks can go do whatever they want. And Jade is just gonna actually Jade looks out at that, and as she sees this guy try to punch the Axe Beak and get frustrated that his animal that he was trying to hit didn't want to run, she's gonna reach up to the rose that Wren had given her, pluck off a petal, and she's going to she holds it in a palm, and as she does, it turns to dust, and she just blows it out. And she's going to say, "Baby, you just need to take a nap." And as it hits them, they both fall asleep.
Amazing.
Great.
That lasts for a minute.
Anything else for you?
Do you think that they are going to want elephant ears after this? And she's going to talk to Reverie after she does that, completely unconcerned by the two people who are now unconscious on animals that they are not controlling any longer.
Professor.
Okay, I'm going to use the switch again.
All right.
That's a dirty 20.
Your Axe Beak made the save. Go ahead and move 50 feet.
Whoa, what is happening? It's moving my thing. Alright, 50. And that'll be it for me.
Alrighty. Wren.
Oh, those two seem to be having trouble. That is unfortunate. Yeah, Wren has no idea it was Jade that did that. Not a damn clue.
That's fair.
I suppose they were not enjoying the event. It's very strange. End turn.
Yuki, a punch was thrown at your Axe Beak, and then the competitor immediately fell asleep, but the Axe Beak's still awake.
I ain't got beef with the Axe Beak. I ain't got beef with that one. Yuki will turn to the Axe Beak. She'll look at the rider who's sleeping and kind of mutter, "Lazy bastard got away easy." And then she'll look at the Axe Beak and say, "Poor thing. You have such a terrible rider on top of you. Actually, can I shove him off of the Axe Beak?
Yeah, you could take your action to make a shove on the rider.
Or, like, knock him off somehow?
Yeah, you can take your action to take to make a shove attack against the rider. You would have advantage to do so.
Sweet
It's basically
ass.
like an unarmed strike.
Cool. Cool. Ba 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 ba.
Honestly, she might just automatically succeed because I don't think the sleeping creature would be able to make the opposed check required.
Oh! Yeah, it automatically... Oh, never mind. Yeah, it automatically fails strength and dex checks, so, yeah, you can just take your action shove and he just falls off.
Nice. Good. I shove him off.
Done. He hits the ground.
And then animal handling.
Takes... Oh, God, he took 5 points of bludgeoning damage on the way down.
Good, fucker.
Wait,
I hope he
I
gets
believe-
trampled.
I believe he wakes up.
It was less. It was like a 5-foot drop at most. Does that fall damage? I thought it was like 10 feet.
I think, isn't an Axe Beak a large... Axe Beak's a large creature, that's 10 feet. He hits the ground.
He will wake up. Unless,
Oh, he will?
That's fine. He'll be on the ground and his Axe Beak will be running away from him. That's fine.
Probably.
Okay,
So you shut this off, Yuki.
Good, bitch. Boop.
You're good. Go ahead and move 40 feet.
There, right?
Yep.
Okay. And we're good.
Jim's Axe Beak's gonna start running away. Have it make a wisdom save. Jim's Axe Beak fully loses interest in the contest and goes over here to munch on some leaves.
The other one.
Oh!
Not Bob.
Yeah, you move, Bob.
Dang it! That one. There we go. Narco.
All right. So Bob's on the ground. Good for him. Jim is unconscious on the Axe Beak, who is now munching.
Jim's fallen off as well, by the way.
Oh damn.
Requires a dex check for them to stay on, but he's down. He takes 2 points of damage.
Okay. So both of them took a fall. Neither of them look like badly hurt, right?
No, they're okay. I mean, yeah, they're not like gonna die or anything, but you know they got pretty scuffed up.
Okay. Well, Narco will continue to send another guidance off for Yuki, although she hasn't needed any of them so far.
I'm sure I will.
Bob's Axe Beak. Surprisingly wants to keep going. Leaves Bob behind. 20, 30, 40. Jade.
It's gonna be really funny if this Axe Beak wins the race and it gets 10 gold.
Right?
So Jade is just gonna hang out and keep an eye on the guy who fell and woke back up, just to make sure it doesn't cause any funny business. That's it.
Professor.
All right, I will use the switch again. $19.
Ooh. Axe Beak barely makes the save with your bless. You're good.
Yes.
Go 50 feet.
All right.
The finish line is in sight. Wren.
Are they supposed to be falling off their mounts? He asked Naruko with some hesitation. I do not think they are supposed to do this.
It's not what they intend to do, but I suppose it can happen in the course of the race.
It seems odd it would happen twice if it's not what it was supposed to do.
Naruto is just gonna nod and say, "Yeah, I don't think they're doing too well if that's happened to both of them."
That'll be it for Wren.
Yuki.
Alright, we're gonna do it again. Boop. See?
Add your D4.
Oh yeah, you have guidance.
Yep.
No, D4 is not going to do it though.
Nope, not helpful.
Not auto one. So you don't have any trouble staying on, but the Axe Beak kind of bucks underneath you, and you're only able to move half the distance on this round, so you get to move 20 feet up.
Boop. There. Alrighty, Roo.
Jim runs over to the Axe Beak, who is not interested and is still eating leaves. Naruto.
Rah rah, go go go. More guidance for Yuki.
Without a rider, Bob's Axe Beak loses interest and runs over here. Jade.
Die! That's it.
Alright. Professor, if you are using the switch this round and you make it, you're automatically a winner because you crossed the finish line and Yuki cannot catch up at this point in this round.
I will use the switch.
Oof.
14.
Axe Beak
Oh,
hits
no.
exactly the save again, thanks to your bless.
Oh. Woof!
Professor, you jet forward 50 feet, you get to the end of the track, and you cross the finish line. What does it look like as Professor does this?
He's got like one hand on the rein, his legs are like up in the air, and he's got like his right hand like fist in the air. He's like,
Streamers flow and trumpets sound as you cross the finish line. There's a couple of the Sentinel officials are there. And as you kind of approach with your Axe Beak, they come up to you and they say, oh, congratulations for winning the Axe Beak race. And they hand you over a pouch of 10 gold pieces.
Nice.
oh, definitely cut. I saw this little thing. This said, you're too loud for this shit.
Oh, put it
But
in
you
the
were
chat.
having fun.
Oh,
Put
it
in the
was just
chat,
like
and
a
I'll put it in
really
notes.
loud.
Good, I want to make sure it's in there.
Yeah. He takes it and holds it up in the air and then trots his Axe Beak around in a circle and trots it up to Yuki and holds his hands up for a high five, like, great riding, Tex!
Yuki is cheering the whole time for him and high fives him right back. Spectacular job! Wonderful riding, sir.
I need to get me one of these. How much to buy one of these? He kind of yells out to one of the attendants.
They're not for sale.
Oh, everything's for sale if you got the right amount of money.
Well, there's no amount of money that will buy this Axe Beak.
What's wrong, Joe? You don't want to see Biscuit?
I do not.
Okay, I'm gonna do something really chaotic right now.
Oh, God.
Do it!
Oh, no.
Oh.
It's only DC 11.
They rolled a 17.
He tried.
The Sentinel kind of like...
Wait.
Oh, yeah?
Silvery barbs.
Oh.
Fuck.
So I'm gonna throw this out before you say anything. Just because he says to sell it doesn't mean he has to give him an amount of money that it possibly has on him to sell it for.
The Sentinel looks at you and is kind of dazed as your command grabs hold and says, how much do you offer?
He holds up the pouch of coins he just won, and then he'll say 14 gold and this, and he holds up a pouch, just like a canvas pouch with something in it.
See the sentinel kind of tilts his head and shakes his head. He says, "No, no, no, no. Gold only. No less than 30 for this Axe Beak."
Are you sure there's no gold in here?
You show me the gold, we'll negotiate the price.
He trots the axe beak around in a circle again, and it hops off, and he slides everything back onto his person and says, "Well, I guess you'll never know."
He kind of takes the reins of the Axe Beak and kind of looks at you and says, "No, I guess we won't." Shit.
Just so you know, Joe, 30 gold is very achievable.
It's very achievable.
Yeah. It's very. How long does command last?
I think it's a one and done.
Oh damn. Well, Professor, save a spell slot. Come back and do it again.
You said 30?
30.
Oh, that's adorable.
I have 24.
So win another thing. Get another 10 gold. And we're good.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be back for the Axe Beak. His name is Henry, and we're friends. Don't fuck this up for him.
Sentinel just kind of shakes his head, waves you off. And, let me clear the initiative. And,
Yuki will walk over to Jade to retrieve her bag with her tea set and all of her stuff in it.
Jade happily gives it back to Yuki. I didn't let anything happen to it, and you did really good in the race, even if you didn't win.
Oh, it was so much fun. It was so exhilarating.
I'm glad you had a good time. You seemed like you were having a lot of fun.
It was so much fun. Not so much when someone took a swing at us, but somehow they got very sleepy. I wonder how that happened.
Yeah, sometimes you just need a net when your emotions get too high.
Well, it was very fortunate for me that they got tired at that moment. And I thank whatever forces were at play to cause him to be that sleepy. And she'll mysteriously smirk.
Oh yeah,
Like-
you're welcome. Right, where are we off to next? I saw there were a couple other, it looks like there were some more games and things. Although, I saw, there was like a place for pie. I guess to buy pie, or maybe you watch people eat pie. I don't know. It said pie eating contest, so I guess you watch people race to eat pie. I don't know what watching people eat food is entertaining, but we can try it.
We can definitely go find out what it's all about.
Wait, there's an event where you could watch people eat food.
I think so. It says pie eating. It says pie eating over there, and they're setting up pie tins.
Oh. Do you think they let us have some?
Oh, maybe we can buy a pie. That'd be nice. Should we go check it out?
I do like pie.
Let's go.
To the pie!
Will the professor win this one as well?
Win it watching someone eat a pie. I mean, if you could win it, then I'm sure I'd be good at it.
You will not eat the pie?
Oh. Well, I guess I'm pretty hungry. If I can eat a pie and win at something, then absolutely.
Are we able to eat the pie? I would try to eat a pie.
We should all eat a pie. You haven't lived till you've eaten a pie. A whole one. Maybe even two.
I've never eaten 2 pies. Or 2
You
whole
haven't.
pies. By myself. I mean, I've had slices of 2 different pies. Never eaten, like, a pie on it in its entirety. Just me.
Sounds like today's your lucky day.
It's a day for new experiences, that's for sure.
Naruko will lead the party over to the pies so that we can turn all of these hypothetical questions into firm answers.
Just come over to the tent where there are pies being made, and they're like mini pies. They're kind of small. They're almost, you can kind of fit them in the palm of your hand. You see that there is a sign for a pie eating contest, and that there is a small prize if you are able to out eat everybody else. Otherwise, you could just buy pies on their own for 2 copper apiece.
It is a contest, so we can play. Does anyone want to do? It looks like it's mini pies. I could eat mini pies.
Mini pies? I could eat a mess of mini pies.
Should we try?
Well, I once knew a man who talked really weird, who says, do or do not, there is no try. Weird fella, I don't know when he talked like that, but insightful indeed.
Well, don't you have to try in order to do it first, though? So you have to try to either know if you can or cannot do it.
Well, that's
But
entirely
if we
the
try,
wrong.
there will be no pie. We should do that.
That's true.
Oh.
Whether we try or try not, we're gonna get the pie.
Yeah,
lot of
because
a lot of rhyming happening right now. I kind of like it.
try the pie. There's lots of rhymes. It's good. Do we have to sign up somewhere?
Yeah, you see there's another table here with the sign-up sheet.
Right, Jay to go sign up.
Yuki'll sign up.
Wren will follow and sign up too. He would like to try the small pies.
Ooh.
Professor's all in on small pies and large pies and medium-sized pies. And like the pies that you get from McDonald's that aren't really pies, but they call them pies.
But they're really good, so it's okay.
Yeah.
They're pastries.
Pastries.
Well, yeah, I guess Naruko will sign up as well.
See, there's a little halfling that's sitting behind this table as you all sign up. She seems very delighted that her pie eating contest has garnered such interest. And she smiles at you and says, "Yeah, it's free to sign up. And at the end, we have a small prize to give out if you can out eat everybody else in the pie eating contest."
Oh, this is so exciting! This is much more fun than the Axe Beak racing. I mean, they had a lot of fun at the Axe Beak racing, but this seems a lot more fun for everybody.
Well, Axe Beak racing, it takes a certain person to be able to handle that kind of thing. But pies, everybody can eat a pie.
What kind of pie? Are they all different flavors?
They're coconut cream pies.
Oh, that's a flavor I've never had before.
Oh. Well, I think you'll enjoy it. A lot of people seem to like it. Very
Yay.
popular. So, they, oh gosh. So they set you up at this table. There are just stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of these tiny pies. And, the halfling looks around at all of you, and she says, "Well, are you ready to go?"
Yes, I think. Yes, okay.
Very well. And she'll put a pie in front of each of you, and there's a stack right next to you, easy to grab. And she's, "Are you ready?"
Already.
Okay.
Ready.
We just eat the pie?
You just eat the pies.
Okay.
Let's roll initiatives.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I got you.
that's not a total shit initiative. Yay!
Yeah, double-digit initiative, finally.
On a
And
pie
it's so impactful.
Yeah. Listen, remember last time we used all of our inspirations for stuff like this?
And it was fun.
Yeah, remember that just happened 2 minutes ago when Mars
All my
used all his
inspiration.
inspirations on the Axe Beak race?
Yep.
God.
All my spell slots.
Yep. It's all happening.
Mm,
All over
man,
again.
I remember Zakaria with her fighter bonuses and Edward with all of his bullshit, just hitting double digits of pies.
Love it.
Oh, yeah.
Narco, Yuki, what are your deck scores?
Yuki wins.
Yuki wins.
18?
Okay.
18.
Okay. One more question for each of you. Let me make a note for myself. What are each of your con bonuses?
+3.
Con bonus or Constitution saving bonus?
Your Constitution modifier, I should say.
Modifier.
+2 for me.
Modifier is 1 for Narco. Jade?
Con modifier?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. +3.
+3. All right. So here's what's gonna happen. So each round, you're gonna eat a cupcake. For every cupcake, mini pie. Sorry. For every mini pie after cup pie, for every mini pie that you eat, in excess of your con bonus, you're going to make a Constitution save, to make sure you can keep it down.
Okay.
And failing that save, you're going to take custard damage. And if your hit points run to 0, you fall out of the race. Any hit points that you lose from this, you will regain at the end of the contest.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for fixing my hit points for me there, Neville. That worked out really well.
I am a friend indeed.
Hell yeah, you are. Hell yeah.
So Yuki, you are first up. You take down your first cupcake, no problem. No no save or anything needed from you. Actually, all of you, for your first round, you're good.
Woo!
Okay.
So
Yum 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 yum.
So we'll just hit to the next round. Yuki, your next round that you eat another pie? No problem. Narco, you're starting to get full. If you are eating a pie this round, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Con saving throw. Okie dokie.
I know you get free pie. You're good.
No, it's daughter of a businesswoman. It's like, well, I wanted to try the pie anyway. This way I don't even have to spend the copper for it.
Yeah. So good there. Wren, you don't have any problems. Professor Jade, you're both good as well. Yuki, it's starting to get kind of hard to keep down. If you're going to keep going, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Bam. Ugh. Can I use an inspiration?
You can?
Yeah. It's happening. Whew.
All right. You kind of like, huh, at the last second, but then you make it.
Whew. One
Uh,
inspiration down, one to go.
Naruko, you're up next. Another Constitution save. If you're still going. Naruko's good. Again, Wren, Professor Jade. You guys are all good.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yuki, back to you. It's getting harder to get these pies down.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the con save, which you're good. I should say at this point, if you want to start trying to distract your fellow players, you could take any kind of actions or anything to do so if you want.
I don't think Jade is really invested in the contest part of this.
Okay.
She's just excited to eat pie with friends, so she's not really going to be trying to do anything to anyone.
I mean, you could also say that you don't want to participate in the race and just say you're just here eating pies, and then you just won't win, but you still have
No,
pie.
she's definitely going to be in the contest, but she
Okay.
doesn't really care if it wins.
Okay, that's fair. Naruko, you're up.
Naruka likewise is putting in an honest attempt.
14's gonna make it. So far, so good. Everyone's holding their own. Wren, it's starting to get tough. Your maw is getting filled with coconut cream. They're starting to sit kind of heavy in your stomach. Need a con save if you wish to continue.
Wren's sitting there, he's like, but it's such a light flavor. I do not hate it.
Wren's good. Professor, same with you. This cream is starting to sit heavy in your stomach.
Ooh, not 20.
Woo! All right, very nice.
Nice.
Good thing I used it on something really important.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you gotta buy that Axe Beak.
Right?
Jay, these pies are really good. Starting to get really full though.
Okay. I need to make a constitution save.
Yep.
Oh!
Another
Nat
nat
20 as well.
Yeah.
She sits there for a second and she just goes, starting to get a little full. And then she whispers something to herself. Ah, okay, no, I'm better. And then she goes and eats another pie.
Yuki, it's getting tougher.
And we're gonna keep going, because can't stop, won't stop.
All right.
Can't stop, won't stop. Get
Oh my god,
it,
how are we doing this with a monk on the team? Like, she's gonna kick our asses.
Believe it or not, con saves are not actually like the monk's specialty.
Right, you all have +3s. I only have a +2.
I honestly don't know why Artificer has con saves as a proficiency, but they do.
I would think it's for concentration on spells.
Probably,
Probably.
but even still, like intelligence, sure, but I would have thought maybe wisdom possibly, but I guess it was kind of chosen for lack of anything better.
Yeah, you'd think.
Yeah.
Narco, back to you.
Narco is definitely like getting full. She's like hitting down the list of like different pie flavors. She's going trying to get her mileage out of this, but this is a little tough. Yep.
Oof.
So, you don't even need to tell me how much custard damage I take, because as soon as Narco hits this point, she's like, okay, if I start like heaving, that is definitely not ladylike. So she's gonna like step out from the contest at that point.
Okay. So
I don't know what happened when you hit 0 damage from custard, but Narco does not want to see that.
Oh no!
So Narco, the pies start coming back up on you, and she politely decides enough is enough, and decides to back out. Red.
Mm. The cream is sticking to the inside of my mouth.
Wren makes it.
All right.
Still able to keep
We'll
it
keep
going.
going.
Professor.
14 plus 3. 17.
Professor's still going strong. Jade.
Yay. Jade's just happily eating her pie.
Man, I get such good con saves on this.
I know, we're gonna. Oh, this is where all of our good con saves are here, and we're gonna have like the next fight. We're all just gonna be like 4s, and we're like, damn it, we wasted them all. The pie. Worth it.
What do you
Worth
mean
it.
wasted?
Wasted.
Yuki, you watch Naruko politely back out. You're still going, but it's getting tougher.
Bam.
Still good.
We're gonna have to start implementing like penalties or something.
This is amazing. Oh,
I'd assume that the DC is rising by like 1 each
Oh, yeah.
round.
Yeah, DC's getting harder every time. But you guys keep hitting like 20s.
We're great.
Naruko's out of the race, but you want to do anything with your turn?
The only thing I could potentially do is cast Cure Wounds to heal custard damage. I'm not going to do that, though. I'm going to save those spell slots if that's all right with you. And unless doing a persuasion check to like encourage my comrades would have any effect on their saving throws, then there's not really anything mechanic-wise that Naruko could do for them.
I would say you can give him help for a saving throw.
Oh. Let's see.
Or you can use your guidance.
Which of my companions seems like they're the most excited for the competition aspect of this?
Professor's
Probably
pretty
the
enthusiastic
professor.
about a lot of things.
He's
We
really
are-
excited for pie and competing and maybe winning an Axe Beak.
We are trying to get him an Axe Beak, to be fair.
Right. But the professor also did win the last thing, so Naruko wants to encourage others. Naruko is going to encourage Wren.
Yeah.
I love it.
Partly because Wren being excited for things is good for them, and also he's a centaur. He has like 4 times the stomach as everyone else. He should win. Hopefully.
Logistically, this makes the most sense.
Yes.
I like the logic.
So yes, Naruko will clap Wren on the flank and be like, "You're doing very well. Good job."
And girl, he says through, all the coconut cream.
Typically, the help action doesn't give you advantage on saving throws, but that's fun. I'll let it go for this one.
He'll love it.
So Wren, you're up. You need a saving throw, but you're able to make this with advantage thanks to Naruko's help.
Ooh. Okay. Not mad.
Good to go.
Low full, but still so creamy.
Professor, the competition's heating up.
Ooh, 13.
13. Unfortunately, it's starting to regurgitate on you, Professor. You're going to take 8 points of custard damage.
Huh? No. It hurts so good. No, it hurts so good. Keep going. He's the
Oh,
Axe
no.
Beak now.
Professor, you're right.
I'm great. No. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh.
Okay.
Jade,
Do I still need to make the con save?
you absolutely do.
11. Now
Okay.
it's my turn to use one of my inspirations.
Okay.
Nope, that one was worse. So seeing the professor start to like not feel well is suddenly making like the sugar in Jade's stomach not feel that super great. And she goes, I don't really think you're all right. I'm gonna. And she takes her pie and she just goes to where Nariko is.
It's like, oh god,
That's
don't barf.
just
I'm gonna start
like-
barfing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I have a sympathetic gag reflex, and I don't like that. And she's just gonna take a pie and go sit with Nariko.
Get about halfway through this pie, Jade, until it starts coming back on you too. You're gonna take 4 points of custard damage.
Okay. That was fun.
Yuki, your friends are starting to feel the pain.
Yeah, they are. Me too.
Yuki's
Just
gonna feel it
kidding.
also.
Just kidding. I have one more inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Probably not enough.
Not enough on this one.
Damn.
Whew.
But you are able to
Yeah.
weather the storm a little bit better than your companions. You take 2 points of custard damage.
Oh, Yuki's just like. And she'll just do some breathing exercises. And she'll just continue to eat her little baby pies.
Keep it down. Narco, anything you'd like to do on your turn?
Keep it down.
So Jade kind of took the same track as Naruko, and once it started getting hurtful, she backed out to hang out in the gallery with her.
Yeah.
Oh, Jade,
Okay.
you dropped out?
Yeah, Jade. Oh, Jade. As soon as she failed her con save, she backed out.
Oh,
She's sitting with Nariko.
okay, sorry. Go ahead and get your health back then. You're dropping out.
Oh, I thought I took that anyway. Okay.
No,
Cool.
no. The hit points come back at the end of the contest, but if you're dropping out, then you're good.
Oh yeah, I fully was like, nope. I feel you're starting to get, and now it's making me feel, so I'm gonna go sit with Nariko.
Naruko will just kind of let out a breath, like, "Ooh, that was certainly something. You held your own rope. Did you have fun?"
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I've never done anything like that before, and I got to try a pie that I've never tried before. So that was really good.
Yeah, I tried to sample a bunch of the flavors while I was up there, but only so much room.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna chat with Jade.
Jake's gonna
no
check
no
the
help was offered to anyone else this turn.
That's okay.
Right. Right, you still going?
Oh yeah, I'm still going.
Let's see that con save.
Ruh-roh. Let's see if I've got inspiration. Should I have an inspiration? We're gonna try that again.
Okay.
Oh, only 14 though.
Not enough to make it on this round, Wren. Starts to come back on you, but you seem to be built differently than the rest, and it doesn't come back to you on too harshly. So you take 1 point of custard damage.
I might be getting full, but I still want to try.
Professor, undeterred.
Okay, one more bite, one more pie. Let's go. And he slowly pushes the entire pie into his mouth.
Like Goku style.
That is a 12.
12. It's really starting to come back on you, Professor.
Oh no!
6 points of custard damage on this one.
He pauses for a moment, and you can just see the concentration on his face just really narrows in on not puking. But in all that concentration, you just see this like a little poof of smoke, and a fox ear appears on his head. And he's like, oh, fuck. Nope, done. Then he kind of rolls out of his chair, rolls along the floor, and then gets up to his feet, back in his regular, there's no weird appendages on him, and he slowly walks off to the side and sits with the rest of the team. I'm done.
You made it a really long time. You look unwell. Do you need a basket or anything healing? Do you need?
No, I'll be fine. No, not puking. That is a perfectly good waste of a perfectly good lot of pies.
Just a stomach ache? Try to stretch out a bit.
Yeah, oh yeah. Cramping. It's like cramping from the inside. Threatening to cramp on the outside.
I remember what that was like.
Yuki probably has a tea that would help with that. I'm sure we can ask her when she's done.
Yeah.
Professor drops out. Jade, do you wish to do anything with your turn?
Nope, she's gonna chat with the professor and Narco while we watch the others. Since we were chatting with Narco, did the little poof of smoke, was it enough to make us kind of glance over, or no?
It wasn't like a massive but it would definitely if you were watching him, you would see it.
Okay, so I probably would have missed it then because she was talking with Narco. That's it. Hang on, Narco.
Nope. Talking to Jade.
Fair enough. Yuki, it's down to you and Wren.
Okay. Fuck!
Is that your final answer?
I have no more inspiration, so yes, that is my final answer, friend.
Oof. That was a bad one, Yuki. You take 10 points of custard damage.
Oh no!
God. I am at 8 points.
Does Yuki drop out
That's
or she's
fine.
going?
Still going, Yuki?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Nargo, anything?
Narco will look back and see that things aren't going well. She's gonna give a little call out to Yuki. It's like, it's okay, Yuki. You're doing fantastic. Just pace yourself, balance. I think.
That seems like an appropriate reaction.
Narco just kind of like, ooh, she is looking a little green. I don't think she'll last much longer, but I don't know what score she needs to get before she'll be happy with her performance.
Off to Wren.
Hey, let's try another save. Oh,
Got it. Oh, you
Yeah.
totally got it. Yeah, you do.
Wren powers through this one, no problem.
I think I have more than one stomach.
I want to let you know that both Wren and Yuki are now up to the same DC.
Oh god.
Save. So they're tied. Professor or Jade, you guys want to do anything on your turns?
No. Professor's just focusing on keeping his insides inside.
Jade's just gonna be talking and chatting with them, just smiling the entire time.
Yuki, you've put down 7 pies so far without Herkin.
Yeah. Yuki's gonna look at the pie in front of her, and she's gonna look at Wren. Wren, who does not look like they are struggling at all. And Yuki is riding the struggle bus. I mean, there's no buses in D&D times, but you get the point.
Not yet.
The struggle
Not yet.
Speak?
Struggle Axe Beak. At this point, Yuki is going to bow out. She's going to give the win to Wren. She's going to realize that she is not the winner in this contest. She's going to stand up, put hand on tummy, and just kind of bow to Wren and say, you have been an amazing adversary, and congratulations to you, my friend.
Very well.
And she will step down off of the thing, and she will instantly try to find some water to make some tummy soothing tea.
And with that, we have a winner.
Yay!
Hey. Can I take a few more of the road?
The halfling comes over to you smiling, and she says, yes, please be my guest. We still have a couple of pies that have gone uneaten from the contest. Please take as you like.
I'll gather up a few pies. Yum. I pace myself more for these.
And she kind of smiles. She says, "Well, congratulations on winning the contest. Here's your prize." She hands you over two vials of red liquid, which no check needed. You got 2 standard potions of healing.
Nice.
This is Joe's way
Thank
of
you.
making sure we don't get monetary compensation, so we can't buy that Axe Beak.
So I actually
Really
did.
trying.
I actually, when I was thinking of, all right, which games I'm going to put in here, I had thought about the prizes, and I had thought about the prize for this as non-monetary.
I'm teasing, but yes.
A little bit. All right, I'll go add those to my inventory because I've met us. We're gonna need those.
Oh yeah, accident prone, ambush prone group of people here.
Yeah.
Wren, you did such a good job.
It was very good.
Yeah, this was great. I'm so glad we got to come here.
I enjoyed it.
How's everyone feeling? I know you all kind of. I mean, everyone else. My stomach started hurting a little bit, but when I was sitting down for a minute, I feel much better now.
I'm feeling pretty all right still.
We're getting there. Slowly getting there.
Oh, good, good. What do you want to just sit for a little bit, or do we want to go try to find one of the other attractions that are happening? I think there was something with storytelling. Maybe we can sit and listen to a story.
Sitting is probably a good idea.
Does anyone want any more pies? I got extras.
Oh, I'll take a pie.
Okay.
I will pass for right now, but thank you for the offer.
It becomes a walking pie. Just walking and eating pie.
Yes, walking pie.
Okay, the next vote was for storytelling.
So make yourself heading over to the storytelling. There's a little patch of grass. There's like some tree stumps that are around and other seats that have been moved in. It's a nice cozy little corner. There's a couple people around like a campfire. They seem to be chatting, and as you make your way over to it, one of the people sitting around, a little dwarf. He stands up and he says, "Well, welcome to the story corner. Are you here to listen? Or are you here to tell a story?"
Oh,
I'd like to listen.
Listen to a story.
I would like to listen to stories.
Well, there are stories to be told here.
What about you, Noriko? Did you want to tell a story, or listen to a story?
Not too sure. I noticed that the other events here seem to have competition elements. Is the storytelling also a competition? Are there prizes, or is this just kind of the hangout corner?
Oh, there's a prize you can win, sure.
Oh, well then maybe I'll try and tell a story.
Oh, well, fantastic. And your name, miss?
Oh, Narko von Grutzner.
Von Grusner. I know that name. It's Von Grusner Trading Company. Are you that same Von Grusner?
Oh, I am a von Grutzner. Most people think of my mother, Katerina von Grutzner. She runs the company, but I'm her daughter.
Really? Well, you'll have to excuse my ignorance. I spend a lot of time in the wilderness. I know the Von Grusner name, but I did not recognize you. Well, welcome. It's quite a pleasure to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be welcome.
So you kind of smile. He turns around and he addresses the small gathering of people that are gathered around this campfire, and he says, "Well, tonight we have ourselves a wonderful treat. We have Naruko von Grutzner of the von Grutzner family. She has elected to tell us a story." And he kind of looks over to you and nods, and he says, "Miss von Grutzner, whenever you are ready."
Okay. Neville is now on the spot to come up with a story.
I put myself
Yeah.
on the spot to tell one. I wasn't prepared. I was like, if I have to tell one, I'm going to tell this one.
Sounds good. I guess insight check to the crowd to see what kinds of stories might go over well for folks here.
Sure, give me an insight check.
I don't know my audience.
You see that in the crowd, it's a mix of older and younger people. You don't see any children around though. Um, they seem to be the kind of group that likes to sit around and either tell funny stories or perhaps reminisce of good times.
Okay, so a kind of like fantasy story would be less good than like a hashtag relatable kind of story.
Probably.
Crap, I don't relate to people. That's not what I do. Let's see here.
Apples are always good stories to tell.
Yeah. I think what Naruko will do is Naruko will tell a story about her time at Moonhaven at school. Let's say, so I'm imagining, you know how Harry Potter has like Quidditch?
Mm-hmm.
I'm imagining that the school at Moonhaven has their own equivalent of what's basically wizard dodgeball. And Naruto is going to spin a yarn, sort of explaining how the game works for those who are not familiar, sort of emphasizing the kind of magical spectacle. Because of course, when all the students are out in the yard together, they are going. A lot of them are going to take the opportunity to do as like flashy a display as possible, so far as can be achieved with like first level spells and cantrips. But she's going to describe how she was always a very good study with magic, but she was always kind of picked last for the teams for Magic Wizard Dodgeball. Mostly just because no one really knew her all that well. So she's going to describe the last game that they were made, because apparently Wizard School has physical education on the docket. And she's going to describe how, in very quick succession, most of her team was knocked out by sort of the star player on the other side, and she was kind of left for last because she was not viewed as a threat. But Naruko thought that they were doing suspiciously well, so she made use of like detect magic and an identify spell, and quickly found out that the reason that her opponent was doing so well was that he was using detect thoughts to quickly like scan the minds of the people he was targeting, so that he knew which way they would go to then target ahead of them and knock them out with the ball. So once she realized that that was their secret, she did the one thing he could never expect, which was absolutely nothing. She just stood stock still and proceeded to watch him whiff the ball past her like four different times. And just he gets more and more frustrated because he's like, wait, what? No. stop. No, wait, move. No, stop moving. At which point he was getting more and more annoyed that his trick wasn't working on her, to the point where he kind of, in anger, just like threw the ball straight down, like spiked it in annoyance. At which point she just bolted forward and caught it before it landed down, which technically made him out. Which allowed her to win the game, kind of half by accident, on behalf of everyone. So that that's the rough outline of the story. I will leave it up to the dice to embellish and make it a more interesting tale than what I have described here.
Nice. So why don't you? I'm going to go ahead and ask for 2 checks then. One is performance, and then either Arcana or History.
I will absolutely do Arcana.
Oh,
God damn.
Hell yeah.
It happens once a session. I roll Arcana, and everyone's like, "Oh, right, that."
Yep.
And here we have the performance. Okay, so that's a 22 on the Arcana and a dirty 20 on the performance check.
So you're telling the story, and it seems to hit a chord with this crowd. They're fully engaged in your story. They're entertained. They're laughing at the funny parts, and they're kind of reveling in the triumph of it all. Great reaction all around. And you see, they kind of speak amongst themselves for a minute. The dwarf approaches you and says, "Miss von Krutzner, that was one of definitely the best story I think I've heard here this evening." And the crowd kind of agrees, and they give you a polite round of applause. And he says, I don't think we're going to hear a better story than that, so please, a little gift from us to you for such a wonderful storytelling.
Oh, damn.
oh shit! That's awesome.
Woo!
That is awesome.
Oh my. Well, thank you.
Every storyteller needs the costume to go along with it.
Naruto will put on the cloak, and she will shift its style to a nice blue to match her outfit, and the Von Grutzner Trading Company logo very proudly displayed along its back.
Oh, wonderful. Always on that hustle, I suppose, huh?
I suppose, but I am a Von Grutzner, and I take a lot of pride in that fact, and I wish to represent the family well.
Well, I've certainly learned a few things from you, and I think you are well represented. Thank you so much for being a wonderful part of our corner. Please stay as long as you all like, and we're always up for hearing more stories if you wish to tell them.
Naruto will take a seat down in the effort of trying to like pull up this memory and convey it in a interesting and performative fashion. Kind of all the indigestion from the pies has left her system. She's pretty much back to 100% now.
So, the crowd very pleased with the story that they've heard. They in a very cheerful mood. They all begin to talk amongst themselves, just kind of enjoying the fire. As the sun starts to set further in the sky, that purplish haze starts to roll in as night is beginning to fall. Doesn't stop the carnival though. That's still going pretty strong.
It's starting to get late. should we go? I think there's some more attractions, but we can always do those tomorrow. Should we go get? Well, I'm pretty full of pie, but I am actually hungry for real food. Should we go get dinner and maybe call it an evening? Or do you want to go do the other attractions for a little bit longer?
There was only one other attraction that I think I saw. I think they had a target range. I'd be curious to see.
Oh,
What
yeah.
they have.
Well, let's go check it out. Let's see what it's all about.
Noriko will head there to check it out before.
I would
calling
like
it
to see.
good.
Alright.
So, despite the darkness starting to settle in, you do find yourselves to the archery range. Well, it's called an archery range, but it is just a range with some targets set up, and they do have bows and arrows there. Um, so they have this range set up, and you see there's one of the sentinels is passing out bows and arrows to people wanting to come up and try their hand at it. A lot of people aren't so trained in the form of archery, so some of it is going better than others. But they do have a sign up that if you can hit 4 targets of increasing difficulty, that you will win a prize.
Narco will smile and head over to the Sentinel and say, would it be all right if I were to perhaps use one of my own implements for this challenge?
To roll. You see this sentinel who is another tabaxi looks at you and says, "Oh, I suppose there's no harm in that."
Oh, lovely. And she'll take out her briefcase of holding, pop it open, and then pull out the hunting rifle.
Whoa! Oh! You know what? I remember that from the expo the other day. A little
She
hand cannon.
she gives a smile.
Loud.
She says, "Yes, I noticed you didn't have any of our armaments here, so I thought perhaps the crowd might like to see a little demonstration of how it compares to any of your archer professionals."
Oh, sure, yes, we'd love a demonstration.
Oh, lovely. Narco will head to the firing line, or what is about to become the firing line.
Anybody else?
Anyone else wanna go up to the target range?
Yeah, Jade's gonna participate in the target
Yeah,
practice.
Yuki will too.
Are these short bows?
Yes, they are short bows.
Okay, I'm just gonna add them to my inventory for now, just so I get all the rolling out.
Narco is going to go ahead and cast her magic weapon onto her musket. If you can get that tasty +1 bonus. Are the targets brought out individually one by one, or are they like all together on the range over there?
They're brought out on the range, but they're like staggered so that you would have a clear shot to each one.
Gotcha. How close are they to each other?
To each other?
Yes.
Probably from center to center. The targets themselves are basically they're like a 5-foot diameter. So like where one stops, the other begins. So from center of target to another center of a target, it's like 5 feet.
Oh, lovely. Is there anything here that says magic is not allowed?
Does
Because
not
the rules are
say.
pretty lax for the Axe Beak stuff.
Yeah, it does not say.
Cool. Before I start firing off some bars here, I'm gonna cast that. I don't think the targets are gonna make their deck save, are they?
Yes.
They're objects, so no.
Cool. So how this works is Naruko looks at the targets and she nods, and then she picks up a small little mechanical ball from her toolkit, tosses it up. A little propeller pops out from the front, and then speeds off towards where the targets are. And then a little kind of eye opens up in the center, and basically it's almost like a laser target designator. It starts like shining a little light down on each of these targets with some numbers, kind of like almost like holographic display displayed beside them, so Naruko can sort of, from where she's at, see like, all right, that's the distance, that's wind speed, and then she starts like adding those calculations into her math as she like lines up her clockwork musket to start popping off.
Okay. Just want to throw up initiative for anyone who's looking to take part in this challenge.
Yep, 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 yep.
Okay. So Narco makes her preparations, cast Fairy Fire, so everybody's going to get advantage on these attacks. Because these targets are lit up.
Cool.
So you guys tow up to the firing line, and Yuki, you are first up.
You said it was just short bow, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was just doing things. I just did a thing and added one to my inventory temporarily, like a person.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Woo! All right. All right. Bam.
Pink bullseye. No
Do I only
advantage needed.
Yeah.
You
Do I
can
only
take
shoot one?
What?
Do I
You
only
only-
shoot one?
Yeah, you only shoot one.
Okay. Good.
So Yuki fires a short bow, bam! Hits the center of the large target.
Woo!
Narco, you're up.
Naruto does almost like a quick rifle drill spin as she loads the cartridge in, takes aim, and I think I
Pow!
hit.
Yeah. Narco nails
Woo!
bullseye on that one. Jane, you watch as Yuki and Narco hit the center of their targets, and you're up next to fire.
All right. Just gonna try my best.
With the advantage, connects.
I'll hit it.
Yes, you did.
This is fun.
See the tabaxi behind the counter kind of looks over and says, wow, you guys are all pretty skilled at this.
My dad taught me a little bit.
Oh, how wonderful.
Naruko kind of expends the spent shell casing with a little bit of flair as she pulls out the next bullet. He says, "The right equipment makes all the difference."
That it does. Yuki, you are up, and the target you are trying to hit now is slightly smaller.
Mm-hmm. Yuki stretches her back, stretches her neck out a little bit, pulls up the arrow, notches it, narrows her eyes a little bit. Thank goodness for that advantage.
Oh,
Didn't
no.
help.
Yuki, a shiny distracted you, and your arrow kind of hits
Yeah.
on the edge of the target.
Did. Damn shinies. Yuki laughs. She's, oh, that happens. They can't all be winners, right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just get it. For me, it just goes sideways.
I know we're at 11 o'clock, but if you guys are okay with it, we'll finish up this archery thing, and then we'll call it a night.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
good.
So Narco, you're up, and you have another slightly smaller target than the one you just hit.
23.
Yeah, okay, that'll work. Lines up the shot. Pow! Blasts the bullet right through the bullseye. Jade.
Since it's now just me and Nariko's got her musket, and I want to play a little bit longer.
Yuki can still keep trying.
Oh, Yuki's still in the game. Awesome.
Yeah, she can keep trying.
Can I cast Bless?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Bless on myself. And I get to add a d4. Okay, so I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna do a short bow, and see if I hit it.
18 does it.
18 plus my Bless, which is a d4. So a 20, dirty 20.
20 does it. Yuki, back
Is
around.
Jade sharing the bless with any other creatures?
Nah, she's just gonna do it for herself.
No.
Atta girl. Good for you.
Yuki, next shot. Hits.
Awesome.
That one connects.
She'll look and she'll be like, oh, see? Sometimes it's not the first try.
Narco, a slightly smaller target now is placed in front of you.
I'm on 3 of 4 now, right?
That is correct.
Woo!
Target is no match for you, Narco. Dead center. Jade.
Alright. She feels a little bit bad about using her spells for only her own benefit, but this is a fun game, so we're just going to keep going just to see if she can stay in the race. And to add my d4. 21.
Makes it. 21 makes it.
Nice.
Yuki.
Bam.
Again, another shiny in your face, Yuki. Shot sails a little bit wide. You hit the backboard, but it doesn't quite hit the bullseye.
Mm.
Oh, you have advantage. Roll again.
I was gonna say, don't I get another try?
Yeah, forget. Yeah.
Bam.
Nope.
Didn't help. Didn't help last time either. Figure.
It's all good. Narco, the final target is in your range.
Alright. Narco will size it up, and she wants to go with Flare for the last one, because presumably there's at least some crowd watching this by this point, thanks to all the loud gunshots going off.
Yeah, the report of the gun has brought over some onlookers for sure.
Narco is going to pull out one of those bullets that has some sort of runes etched on it from the experimental pile, and she is going to make her last shot a Chaos Bolt.
Oh,
Ooh.
God.
Ooh.
Amazing.
Pow!
Let's see. An 8 and a 1. Let's see what type of damage that is. Thunder.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
So it's not just the sound of the gun, but it makes a loud booming sound as it connects with the target, and the target board at the back of the range just kind of explodes almost as if it wasn't even there. It's just an explosion of like hay stuffing and things like that just kind of rain down on the range as Naruko's bullet strikes true.
Amazing.
Jade, you want to see if you can top it?
Yeah, sure. Let's just try. Might as well try.
Jade,
26.
you also are able to hit the center of the bullseye. You hear gasps from the back of the crowd, first from Naruko exploding the target, but then also that another one of you also is able to make a bullseye on the smallest target on the range.
Like we do a full Robin Hood on this. I use smaller bullets. No. Oh, yay! I hit it. I hit that one too. We're all so good at this.
Job.
Chance for runner-up, Yuki. You want to see if you can hit this third target?
I mean, why not? Bam!
Advantage?
Bam! So
Just focus lower.
Yuki's
every
really.
single time.
She's got a good bonus. It's just the rolls.
Yeah.
Even
Yep.
with the advantage.
Yep.
Yuki, there's something about this bow that it doesn't seem to feel right. It's not quite working out for you.
She chews on it a little bit.
But with the fourth and final targets having been met by Naruko and Jade, oh my god, the Tabaxi Sentinel comes over to both of you and says, well, it's a tie, so you get to split the prize money. And he says, congratulations, and hands you each a pouch of 5 gold each.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. And she gives her gold to Reverie because Reverie needs gold for her spells.
Well, enjoy the rest of the feast. Thank you for participating.
Thank you. That was so much fun.
Oh, I'm glad you had a good time.
Should we get some elephant ears and go to the Blue Elephant and just have some dinner?
Naruko is kind of giving a little wave to the small crowd that showed up while she has her rifle shouldered and make sure that the von Grutzner trademark emblem is very clear for all those who see it and are maybe interested in getting one for themselves. And after that, she will turn back over to Jade and be like, oh, yes, a little post pie, tea and snack, and then good night's rest. Sounds lovely.
Yeah. Can I hug you?
Oh, yes?
She hugs Noriko. Aw. You did real great today. And that was really impressive. And I really liked your story.
Thank you, Jade. I think you did very well today too. Not just like the competitions, but you also you were looking out for people, and you did a lot to try and make sure that we all had a nice day together, and being a good friend.
There's a little tiny bit of pink in her cheeks when Naruko says that, and she just says, thank you. I had a really fun day today. It was really good to just have a good day with my friends.
Yeah.
All of us. Yeah.
Well, day's coming to a close here, so let's go have a great night too.
Yeah. Give my bow back before I run off with it, and just.
And with that, that's where we will leave our party for the evening as they turn from the carnival, which is beginning to wind down for the evening, heading back to the Blue Elephant for an evening of dinner and rest.
Yay!
Yeah.
Woo! That was so fun.
Woo! Good game.
Good
So
game.
fun.
So much fun. We did make a decision. We decided to go to the festival. Thank you.
You did decide to go to the festival.
We
Mhm.
decided to keep up the time-honored tradition of wait, there's competitions. We need to win all of them.
We need to win. We need to win all of them. Use all of our spells and our inspirations to make sure we win. And screw those
All
other
of them.
guys.
Well, I will take nominations for roleplay tonight. Although I will say I think that Professor had some fantastic moments tonight.
That was
Yes.
first to my mind was Professor for sure.
Absolutely.
I love him being driven to try to figure out where Wren came from, and just being very excited at an Axe Beak race and a pie eating contest, and trying to buy the Axe Beak.
Which remember to come back to that next session because I don't think we're done with that.
Probably not.
Oh, absolutely not.
By that time, they're just like, we're gone.
A lot of other good moments too, but I think I would give another RP award to Naruko for Neville being put on the spot to come up with a story like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As well.
I'm glad I decided to not tell a story because mine was definitely going to not go well. Hey kids, who wants to hear a scary story over the campfire? All you hardened, wizened men.
Amazing.
So those would be my nominations, but I will hear others if anyone else would like to nominate.
We got to see more of Wren out of their shell
Yeah.
today.
Yes.
Apparently he likes pies. Good to know.
That was really great. And then just everybody's helping for getting through to trying to figure out things for Wren. But also before that, Yuki's speeches today regarding like, hey, it's okay. I understand you guys have no idea how relationships work. You just got to be comfortable and be yourself. Don't try to be anybody you're not. Trust your feelings. Like very much the pep talk that you would give to like somebody who's like, I don't know what we're doing and what's going on. And you got that guy's number and what does that mean? So that was really fun.
Points to Yuki for straight up getting that number,
Yeah.
getting the digits, and then
Yeah.
also being like, yeah, well, I could go have some bedroom fun if that's what I want to do, but really I'd rather have tea with them and
Yeah.
figure it out, and then maybe have some fun. Like how very like sort of open and friendly she is on that side.
Yeah, and
It
also like get to know somebody first. See if you like them before you do anything. Spend some
is
time together.
International Women's Day, so I thought that was very appropriate.
It is. I meant to message everybody Happy International Women's Day. I'm sorry I forgot to do that earlier today.
Very female empowered today to get the digits of a random tabaxi.
Probably hot, by the way, and nice.
I loved all the questions that you guys were shooting at Yuki. Like I loved that you guys were just like wanting to know and trusting her to give you some answers, even if like they weren't the answers you were comfortable with. It was you still asked the questions, and I kind of love that. Like for a few minutes I was like, am I like trapped in a YA novel? Like
Yeah, you are.
For a minute I was like, oh my god, is this like the Babysitter's Club? Oh my god, this is amazing.
100%. We are 100% the Babysitter's Club.
In the best way possible. I mean, no insult by that. Like, it was the best way possible.
We started this campaign on a meet cute.
I know. This is the coolest fucking thing ever. I loved all the questions. I loved it all.
Jade and Naruko are young, starting to become women.
Yeah.
Live sheltered lives and need guidance.
We need so much guidance.
I saw the shirtless elf man and now I'm confused. Help me.
I don't know how to feel about this. I know I feel not great, but
And then
watch
the
it.
orc lady in a maid outfit touched my shoulder, and that made me feel even more weird.
Everything is weird. What does it mean? What does it mean it's weird?
I liked it though. I thought it was really good. All the questions you guys asked. It
That
was
was
super
really
fun.
great. Yeah. 100%.
Awesome. Well, I didn't spend inspiration to win things this session, so now I get to have 2.
Woo!
So,
And I'm going to go ahead and sign off with this recording and say, don't eat too much pie, kids. It'll make you sick.
PSA.